out my brain. Welcome in, everybody. Ben and Woods, 97.3, The Fan. That was about as guttural as it can get. I feel like somebody took a cheese grater to my throat right now. Holy smokes. Well, welcome in, everybody. Ben and Woods, 97.3, The Fan. That was 150 some odd games of frustration, all coming out at one moment. Man, welcome in, Padres fans. So good to have you here this morning. Great to be here with my brothers, Paul Reindl, the executive producer of the program. Good morning, sir.
Hey, how are you?
Doing great. Ben Higgins is your friendly neighborhood sports anchor. Joins us as well. Good morning, Benjamin.
Good morning. 157 games. That one's worth a little celebration.
That one hurt a little. I got a cough drop, a lozenge, as it were. Man, that was a fun-ass game last night. Oh, holy cow. Kudos to all, and I'm so jealous of all of you that were at that game last night. Probably could have made the trip down, didn't. But, man, every time I see it, I'm filled with this envy. Now, I'm looking in the clubhouse last night after the Padres clinch. I'm like, oh, there's all of my colleagues in there except you guys. And I'm like, ugh. But, you know, I was laying next to a busty blonde. I didn't have too much to complain about, even though she was in a full robe last night. Brought out the real sexy gear for the anniversary night. Full sweatsuit, covered by a robe next to me in bed. And I'm laying there, Padres win. And I'm like, well, I mean, that's
good as time as ever.
I couldn't have even, it would have taken me, I couldn't even get through the clothes. There's a robe, a full robe, tied at the waist. I'm like, what's going on here? What's happening right now?
No padlock.
No padlock. Had to get through the chastity belt. I lost the key. So I'm laying there, and I'm like, all right, just go to bed. It's fine. It's no big deal. But, I felt a little bit bummed because I'm watching Sammy down in there having a blast and Ello and screaming. I'm like, damn it, I do this every year. I say it every year. I'm not bummed enough to actually go down there, and I got to be up at 4 a.m. There's no way I can go down there the whole time.
We could have, if it's one day, you can do it. The problem is you don't know what day it's going to be. It certainly didn't. There was no guarantee it was going to nap before.
Yeah.
For a lot of that game, it was like, okay, it's probably tomorrow. Tomorrow's probably the day.
If you would have told me, hey man, here's the thing, they're gonna win tonight, but it's gonna be at 11. But you can go down there and be like, all right, done. Right? I'm going to go down there and do it. And then if they didn't win, if there was no guarantees, I would be like dragging ass in here today and want to go do it again. So it was amazing, man. It was amazing. What a great win. We talked all season about, just haven't been many moments, for this team. Many of those big moments. We had a few last night, Paulie. I mean, my God, there were 4 or 5 moments there in the last 45 minutes of that baseball game that we certainly will talk about. But man, it was so good to see. And there's such a release, isn't there? Like it actually, when we got in this morning, we all kind of were sitting in here and it was dead quiet. And I said, well, it's very morose in here for a team, to cover a team that just clinched to go to the playoffs. And not like this happens every single year. I said, everybody okay? And I honestly think it's just say, okay, that part's behind us now. You can kind of put those worries aside and just enjoy and look back. And then, obviously you're going to look forward to next week. It's going to be insane, but pretty amazing.
Just like last night, except for one major difference. No safety net.
No safety net.
Last night was incredible. And many guys, Manny called it, hey, that was a playoff game.
Yep.
And it was in every respect except one. If you lost, you had plenty of safety net for the rest of the week to get where you needed to go, which is clinching.
Yeah.
When you get to the playoffs, you play games like that, but you do it without the safety net. Your season could be over if you lose the game, and that's what makes the playoffs so amazing and horrible at the same time.
No doubt. People in the chat are like, man, I'm so hungover. I'm dragging ass. Yeah, it was a long game. It was a longer game, went to extra innings, but it was also one of those games that you feel like really shaves 6 months off of your life as you're watching it. I mean, bases loaded, 1 out, ground balls, finding holes, ground balls not finding holes, weird close plays at the plate. I mean, it literally had it had it all. The unsung heroes, the chance to bunt and you didn't. You bunted when you shouldn't have. You know, it was literally everything.
It was chaos.
It was everything you could ask for in a baseball game, and you say that because your team won. That's everything you could ask for in a baseball game because your team won, and none of it matters because you got the dub. But
I mean, look, had the Padres not scored in the 11th, that was still a great
Still a great game. Still a great game. But the fact that
I'm really glad we came out on the winning end of it. But that was a phenomenal game.
It was really good. It was really, really good. Great to be here, man. Great to be here. These are those days that you live for, certainly. If you get a chance to do what we do, it is certainly worth it. I got a lot of DMs last night. And, of course, you know, as soon as they clinched, you watch the guys pile on each other and love each other. And of course you think about Peter Seidler. Of course you do. It's the first thing I thought of. And it made me cry because I thought, like, all of this still is his vision, right? All of this is exactly what he wanted. Wanted to give San Diego a chance every single year to win a World Series. We're not here without him. We're just not. And so I thought it was appropriate this morning to, again, you know, let the Seidler family know how much we love them, how much we've always loved them, and let Peter know we love you. We think about you all the time, and has always been somebody in the back of my mind that I want to try to be more like every single day. And I think the entire city, as I said before when he passed, we could all do a better job and be better citizens if we just tried to act like Peter did every single day. That's it. So it made me emotional. You know, watching it last night, it was like that happy, sad feeling.
There's a very
1 year soon, the baseball gods will smile on the San Diego Padres, and we will have a parade.
There's a very old saying that money can't buy happiness. And I don't know if Peter's money made him happy, but his money has certainly made a lot of people in
no doubt
San Diego happy and better off. And the joy that the Padres, I think, have brought to this community these last few years, in particular, when you see Petco Park sold out every night. Last night was the 67th sellout of the season, which is just absolutely nuts. It's a Monday night. I mean, it would have been sold out even if it wasn't the clinching game. It would have been sold out even if it wasn't the Luis Arraez bobblehead game.
Yep.
There would have been 40,000 plus people there just because the Padres have made a lot of people happy, you know? And yeah, sometimes they make us sad too, but Peter did that. He decided, I think this is something that this community needs, and he just did it. And a lot of people told him he shouldn't. A lot of people tried to stop him along the way. Other baseball owners, Commissioner of Baseball, weren't too happy about
Correct.
it, but he said, "You know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna spend some money on my baseball team, and I'm gonna try to bring a winner to San Diego because I think this community deserves it and kind of needs a little bit." And that's what once again, we're seeing the fruition of that here at Petco Park.
Yeah, I think about them all the time. Think about them all the time. Think about our conversations that we had, and obviously think about his example. And let's put it this way. If you had a child that grew up to be just like Peter Seidler, you've done your job really well, right? And so that's what I think about as I try to raise my boys, try to be more like Peter Seidler, help as many people as you can, be kind when kindness is needed. He's just was and is, to me, always a great person and a great man and a great father and husband. And that's it's a bummer that he's not here to celebrate it, but he was on the mind of this entire town last night. I don't know how you could watch that and not think about Pete. So definitely moving. You look at what goes on in the clubhouse after that, and you see the release from all the players, just like the, and it's, you can hate this team. You can be one of those guys that I know I'm a Padre fan, but I loathe this team. I loathe watching 162 games. I get it. I know who you guys are. Talk to you all the time. I think you're insane personally, but I just wouldn't invest my time in baseball. I'd invest my time in something else if that's how I was going to fan, right? I just find something else. I don't know how you can watch that, even you people, and tell me that wasn't awesome, and that it's not always awesome when your team finally clinches it. And okay, it's a 5 seed. You didn't win the West. All right, I get it. But you can't watch that last night and not think, man, baseball's got the best celebrations. I mean, it's just the coolest thing.
I always think like that celebration last night, that means more, is just more important. The release is bigger than like winning the wild card. If they win the wild card next week, look, they'll party, for sure. But like it just feels a little bit different. You're like, all right, well, like we just got here. We just started our journey in the postseason here. We got plenty of games left. But after 150 whatever games, that's when you're like, all right, time to celebrate. Job's not finished.
Well, it's not even just 157 games. I mean, even Party Pooper Ben understands that, go back to the disappointment of how last season ended at Dodger Stadium. And they, couple days, shake it off. Couple weeks into the off season, they're already working again. AJ Preller's working to put together a team. Players are gathering at Camp 44. That's in January. Workouts, off season. They show up at spring training. That's February. That's weeks and weeks and weeks of work. There's really not a much chance to celebrate over the course of 9-10 months as you're getting ready for, hopefully, this doesn't even come for every single team. So this is an accomplishment, whether or not you've got the payroll, you think you should be there, you expect to be there. I don't care if you're the LA Dodgers. You get to the playoffs after all that work. It's an accomplishment that is deserving of celebration, and I'm glad they celebrated well last night.
I think Meadow Woods needs to celebrate more, if I'm being honest with you. I don't think we celebrate our victories and successes enough. And, you watch that last night and go, boy, that sure looks like fun. It's different. There's 3 of us, though, so that'd be it's a much more muted celebration.
Should we ask the engineers to drape plastic all over the studio?
I got an idea. We could just do seeds. We could just throw seeds everywhere. I'm sure they would love that. Maybe sand everywhere. Just throw sand at each other. I'll tell you right now, the guys are not up yet.
No.
They won't be up for a while. They're going to feel and look like hammered S when they get to the stadium today.
I wouldn't expect a ton from Padres batting practice today.
Yes, if you have batting practice field passes today, and
yet they're 2.5 games behind the Cubs and the Dodgers, and these last 5 games could be really important. You can't really punt one tonight, so you got to go and try to show up and whatever you need to do to clear your head and play another baseball game tonight.
KG says first time we've made it to the playoffs in an odd year in 20 years. Pretty crazy. The odd year curse or the even year curse is dead.
Yeah,
right?
2005 is the only odd year the Padres have ever made the playoffs in franchise history. 84, 96, 98, 05, when they won 83 games and snuck in right as a wild card and then got swept. Then they made it back in 2006, then not again until 2020, 2022, 2024, and now back-to-back years in 2025. Yeah, that celebration, though, you saw they had the beers and they had the champagne, but then Manny brought out the tequila. That was the blue and white bottle. That's the Clase Azul. That's pretty good stuff. Run you about $100 or more at Bevmo or Total Wine if you're going to find one of those blue bottles. It's always one of those ones on the top shelf if you go to a restaurant.
Clase Azul.
Clase Azul tequila. It's reposado. Yeah, very, very nice stuff that he was pouring down the throats of teammates, and I'm sure that
Manny Machado was getting after it.
Bottle got emptied last night.
Who does it better than that guy?
No kidding.
He loves it. So he loves.
You want to see what a veteran looks like?
He starts shoving beers in his pants. I'm like, yes.
I was watching on the.
He goes right in, shirt off, no, shoes off first, shirt off, sunglasses, and then he's just jamming bottles down his pants.
Like around his entire belt line, his waistline, in his pants.
I'm like, hey man.
Is he trying to take some home for later? Sneak him out of the clubhouse?
Those aren't going anywhere, but he just wants to have one handy in case he needs to pour it on somebody. Like,
my guy, see that giant ass bucket? It's got 500 beers in there. Like, you're good. And he's got 15 on him and was just going nuts. When the sunglasses come on and the shirt goes off, you're like, all right, time to party.
The music gets going. It was great. It was so much fun. And you lay there after, and I know full well, hey man, you got to get your ass to bed. You got a show to do in the morning. And then I'm like, I can't sleep. I'm too fired up.
What time did you go to sleep?
About 11:30.
Yeah, I was like 11:40.
11:30.
Yeah, I mean, it's easily 2 hours later than I usually go to sleep. Easily.
Well, once you
I couldn't sleep. I was so happy. I wanted to jump up and down.
So I was down at Petco Park when they beat the Braves last year in the wild card and celebrated. I didn't really realize that they showed the whole thing on television.
Oh yeah,
it's
all
on the Padres
there. And
feed
and the jumbotron out in the stadium.
How are you turning away from that last night? I couldn't stop.
It was so cool. So cool to see. Always. Yeah. And I just wanted to see what was going to happen next.
Yeah.
Obviously, the news that came out yesterday, Fernando Tatis Jr. sick and under the weather and didn't even come to the ballpark. And of course, you're thinking, I mean, there were about 10 times in my mind where I'm like, I wish he was here. I wish he was well enough to pinch hit. You know, I would have had some great opportunities last night to win a ball game with Fernando Tatis Jr. But apparently woke up, was not feeling well at all. Didn't want to infect the rest of the team, stayed home. But then your heart breaks because that dude's played more games this season than he has ever before. He is an absolute one of the leaders on this team, and he can't be there. And it just gutted me. And I thought, God bless, dude. Like, so Manny takes the phone, FaceTimes him. They're waving it around. Guys, if you can't let yourself enjoy that a little bit, watch football. I don't know what to tell you. If you can't let yourself enjoy that, then that's what sports is right there. That's what it's all about. And them waving him around and, this is for you, bro. Like, it was so rad. And I'm just very happy.
I feel like they had to FaceTime someone in last year when they clinched the playoffs.
I feel like you're
right.
right.
Maybe they were on like a rehab assignment or something and weren't with the team. I can't remember who it was.
Was it Kim?
Ha-Seong Kim. It might have been Ha-Seong Kim because he was hurt at the end of the season.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, was it Ha-Seong Kim? Yeah, that sounds right. So it's something they've done before, and I'm glad Manny picked up the phone and was able to include Fernando in the celebration.
Right, but if you're Fernando, like, number one, everyone else is drunk and you're not. Okay, that's strike one. Number two, it's super loud, you can't hear anything, and then here's just like grabbing you the whole time. Is there any point where you're hungry? Like,
what was that?
All right, let's wrap it up. Okay, this is great. I got it. Yeah. Sure. Guys are, what up, Nando? He's like, I'm literally lying in bed.
I don't know who that is.
I just want to go to sleep.
You're wearing giant goggles. I don't know you.
It's so loud. Everyone's hammered, and you're not. You're like, oh, cool. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow, baby. I'll text you and see if I can feel better. I love you. Bye. We've all been there. Like, we've all gotten a text from our buddies that are out and you're at home.
This is the best night of my life.
No. You're like, oh. It's not even FOMO at 50. It's just annoyance. You're annoyed. You're like, leave me alone. You guys are hammered. I'm in bed. Please. It was so funny, man. But it was a great night. It was a great night, man. And don't take these nights for granted, right? Don't take those nights for granted. The Padres fans that grew up here their whole lives like yourself, you can't take this for granted. You got to drink it in every single time. It was just a cool thing, and I just loved it. I loved it. It was so fun, and my wife actually woke from her slumber to watch the celebrations last night. And then I was like, I have to go to bed. She's no, leave it on. I'm like, oh, all right. So, passed out, and it was awesome. Really looking forward to coming in this morning and talking about it. Got a lot of nice DMs.
You fell asleep with the TV on?
Yeah. No, I did. I turned it off.
Okay. I was like, that's like Russian roulette. If I wake up and I hear that trumpet music song, on loop,
yes,
I'll go insane.
That's like the DVD that I used to watch when I only had one DVD. And it's just no.
My wife literally will not watch old school anymore because she had like traumatic experiences
from the DVD
hearing
song.
that DVD looped song. I'll flip on, flipping the channel. Oh, old school's on.
No.
She's like, no, you can't watch that. And it's too much for me. And I'm like, I bet we could really traumatize people by finding like most played looped DVD songs.
It really
title tracks.
It really gets. I mean, I had one DVD for like a good solid 2 to 3 weeks. That's all I had. So, oh boy, it was great, man. So let's party today. Let's have some fun. And look, it's like you have to do this, right? It's part of the job to be like, but what if blank had blanked in this, right? You have to do it, and you want this team. you want this team feeling good and set up well. Can we really? I want to really dive into like, all right, what would you do? Like, what would you do this week? Like, is Manny in the lineup today? Is Luis Ariz in the lineup? This is what sucks about this time of year, because what you should be able to do is be like, I'm bringing 6 dudes up, and, you know, I'm going to give Xander a little bit. I'm going to give this guy a little bit. How would you manage it? How would you manage the pitching staff? All of that is interesting to me.
I've got some thoughts. We will set the menu for the show. Looking forward to this one, obviously. After the Padres clinch a playoff berth in 2025. We'll tell you what's coming up right after our first check of traffic with, I believe, Sue Aller this morning here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury.
This traffic report is brought to you by the California Office of Traffic Safety and Caltrans. Watch out, you got to stall on the 5 right at the 54, and that is slowing you down just a bit. The southbound side of the 15, you're hitting the brakes as you approach the 5, and northbound on the 805, that's very slow as you approach the 94.
There are children, friends, and families walking, riding, on paths and roads every day. Remember, they're real people with loved ones who need them to get home safely. Protect our cyclists and pedestrians, because they're people too. Go safely, California. From the California Office of Traffic Safety and Caltrans.
All right, this is actually, I think, maybe going to be my favorite game to break down all year as well. It's not
100%.
It's not just the win. It was how it happened. It was one of the more dramatic, nuanced games, I think, of the season that the San Diego Padres have played. So we will get to all of that. Our Padres wrap up, 3rd straight win, by the way, for your San Diego Padres. And talk about everything that's going on as well around the playoff chase and the wild card chase and the divisional chase. Not done yet. We'll get to all of that, all the highlights from Jesse coming up in our next segment.
Quickly, we got a couple of messages. Do we know why our show started 10 minutes early today? And the entire version of Queens of the Stone Age, Better Living Through Chemistry, played on these airwaves this morning. The whole song played. Somebody said, "Are you guys starting early?" I said, No. What happened? We didn't realize I turned the volume down right when I walk in. I turned it all the way down because I know what LeBron's legacy is. I don't need to hear about it. I know what the Dallas Cowboys are up to. I don't need to hear about it. So I turn it down. But me turning it down, we missed our entire intro playing over the airwaves.
5:53. Which is right around when Maggie and Perloff go to their final commercial break. That's kind of our time to like, all right, let's plug in our headphones, start to get ready here. We're coming up. We plugged in our headphones. I turned up the speaker a little bit and I go, sounds a lot like Queens of the Stone Age. Yeah. And I look up and sure enough, I don't know, our system was off by like one segment, if that makes any sense at all. Like our show started 7 minutes early, and because you turned the speakers down, we didn't know.
I didn't hear it.
And we saw that, we're like, uh-oh.
It was a callback, though. That's how we used to do things. When we did a 3-hour show from 6 to 9, we would just come in, and whenever we felt like it, like at 5:45, we just hit the music and we'd start. That's when foreplay happened.
Yeah.
It was actually before the start of the show. Now we do it in our first segment from 6 to 6:25 or so.
Yeah, I guess the system was drunk too and hung over from the celebration last night. It's a good call, Tim. But yeah, so we'll take a break and we'll get into this thing, man. It's gonna be a fun one to discuss.
We'll let you know that Jesse Aguilar, who usually joins us on Tuesdays, he will join us on Wednesday, not because he's hungover, although he may be. I'm not sure how much he celebrated after the game last night. Rosh Hashanah, he is going to be off today, but he will join us tomorrow morning for the Incorporator.
Is it Rosh or Rosh?
Rosh Hashanah?
Rosh
Hashanah?
I'm asking.
I don't know. I don't speak Hebrew here.
I thought it was Rosh Hashanah.
Rosh Hashanah.
Rosh Hashanah.
I don't know. I'm not Hebrew.
Well, you said it so confidently. So confidently. Adam is also out for
Rosh Hashanah.
Rosh Hashanah.
It's one of the two,
right.
I think. But we will have all of our regular features.
Very convenient is all I'm saying.
More Padres tickets to give
convenient.
away against the Diamondbacks for the final series of the season. Got that opportunity to win the tickets to the Eagles at the Sphere and take on Woods coming up at 8:20. So mostly, though, it's Padres clinch, and we will get into it coming up next with Ben and Woods on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. GEGE 0000466. For a full list of games and rules, played at 7 Mile Casino. Visit 7milecasino.com.
We're trying to fancy everything up. It's Rosh.
Rosh. Dress less at Roche.
Yes.
Dress for less.
It's not 7 Mile Casino. It's 7 Mile Casino. Just say it like it's said. 7 Mile Casino. Right? 7 minutes from downtown.
7 minutes from downtown.
That
Yep.
place would have gone. Maybe
I
it
would
went off
guess
last
that a few
night.
people made their way from Petco Park and made the 7-minute drive afterwards. They felt like, I can't sleep now. Where is somewhere that I can go late at night that is going to be open, that maybe I can get something to eat, and I can play some great card games like California-style blackjack, Texas Hold'em poker, Baccarat, or Pai-Gow? And the answer, of course, is 7 Mile Casino. You're not going to go at 10:45, 11 at night, and then drive out to the East County to play cards. By the time you get there, it's midnight. You're feeling like, what did I do? I made a giant mistake. I need to drive back still.
I've made a terrible.
You go to 7 Mile Casino, you go 7 minutes, play for an hour, have a nice little meal, 24/7 players menu, get back home. It's a reasonable hour. It's such a better choice.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great place to go, and again, the proximity is good. But I love the California style blackjack tables. They're so good. You got all different levels too. You don't need to feel like you have to be a high roller. You can go in and play just a normal game. Pai-Gow, Texas Hold'em, Baccarat. They get everything you're looking for. Smoke-free environment, slot machine-free environment. Check it out for yourself. 7 Mile Casino, just 7 minutes from downtown.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Little Rapture by Blondie. Coming at ya. 97.3 The Fan. Yeah, today's supposed to be the Rapture.
Which would be a real bummer right after clinching a playoff berth.
Feels right, though, doesn't it?
Half the team is just taken somewhere up into the clouds and never to be seen again. And we've just left here to watch, the remnants, the leftovers in the playoffs.
Can I ask a question?
I'm good. Yeah.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Means that...
is that the one where some people go
correct,
and some people are left
You
behind?
remember the show The Leftovers on HBO? Like,
if you believe the HBO show.
The believers
and not the Bible.
the dead are resurrected and the believers are taken up to heaven, and the rest of us are left here for trials and tribulations. It's not actually a very commonly held, even among Christianity, belief, but there are certain...
Every year there's somebody predicts...
Sects and pastors, S-E-C-T-S, sect.
You're such a pervert. We're literally talking about the teachings of Jesus and the Bible, and all you do is you turn it back to sex talk.
All
every
right,
time.
it's 6 o'clock in the morning.
There we go, Paulie. You can't
stop him.
You can't shut him down.
Sex.
Just say sections of
Pound Town.
Right. You cannot stop him. You just can't stop him.
Carnal relation.
And I know. I get it.
A threesome would be fun.
Today is, of all days, today is not the day for you to turn into, to continue to be a massive pervert.
There's nothing clear in the Bible that even indicates. It's actually a fairly 1800s kind of development that some people, but different pastors and seers have predicted different days. A lot of people thought it was going to be the year 2000. Didn't happen, obviously. There was a pastor in South Africa who was on YouTube, and today was the day. He said, it was told to him by, Jesus or something, that today was the Rapture. So
What time is that?
I don't know how clear the timing is of everything. If it's like a countdown clock ticking down or how it's going to work.
As long as it happens, I'd prefer Thursday at like 10, not 11, because that means I will have done
Before
a round
the
table.
round
Yes,
table.
just do it before the round table. But I was thinking about it, and Adam's out today. He's out for Rosh Hashanah as well. And I was thinking about, man, if I got raptured, that he would totally text me and be like, hey, can you grab the equipment and take it with you? Like, I'm going to heaven. I'm not going to do a show from heaven.
Hey.
Yeah?
Can you film a short reaction video when you get there?
Just me. I go. Just post it to.
This is wild.
Just post it to Twitter and I'll retweet it. So yeah, that again could be maybe heaven for me is just one long morning show that's just funny and fun drops and.
Or maybe he meant the Rapture, the band, is playing at Humphreys tonight.
Which is true, which is
7:30.
great business, by the way. It's very
Perfect.
smart booking, whoever you are at Humphreys. That's pretty brilliant.
Genius.
Pretty genius, to be honest with you. But yeah, man, obviously we're going to be talking some Padres baseball today. We've got a grap up for you.
Wrap up.
Third time's a charm. Woodsy?
I've only heard Jesse's call of the game winner. I did hear the Freddie Fermin game winner, but I think Jesse I heard he had an exceptional game last night. So looking forward to all the highlights. We will get into one of the more dramatic games that I can really remember at Petco Park.
Man.
Do that right after a check of traffic here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury.
This traffic report is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Watch out, there's a stall in the 5. It's on the southbound side, right at the connector for the eastbound side for the 54. So that's going to slow you down. Now, southbound on the 15, you're hitting the brakes as you approach the 5 and starting to get busy northbound on the 805 as you approach the 94. Your hunt for the perfect breakfast sandwich is over. Jack in the Box's sourdough scramblers, starting at $3.49, come with toasted sourdough, scrambled eggs, melty cheese, and your choice of hickory smoked bacon or grilled sausage. Then does you one better by being available all day. I'm Sue Aller with Ben and Woods, San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan.
I love winning, man. I love winning. You hear what I'm saying? It's like better than losing.
Miss any of the Padres win yesterday? Ben and Woods didn't.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've got you covered with all of the highlights.
Oh, yes.
It's the
Padres wrap up.
brought to you by Hamul Casino Resort, the Players Place.
I want to go fast, but I want to go slow, and I want to go deep.
Now ready to 2-2. He stumbles. It'll be a balk. And the Padres are going to take the lead as Peralta lost his footing, never threw the pitch. And Machado comes home. It's 1-0. Now visit over. First pitch swinging. Ground ball through the left side base hit. Freelick has scored. They will hold on as a good throw comes in from Johnson. But an RBI single for Caleb Durbin. And now a 1-1 game here in the second inning. 1-0 from Pivetta in a 1-1 game. And a hard hit liner up the middle. That's into center and a base hit. Vaughn has scored. Collins on his way. The throw goes to second. Now over to third base. And in time. And they will say the run does score. The second run. He delivers. And first pitch swinging. Jose Iglesias deep to left. Collins is back. It's going to go. Long home run to left for Iglesias. Only his second of the year. And he puts it into the second deck in left field. This is a one-run game in the bottom of the fifth. 1-0 pitch, hit hard, on a line, up the middle, into center, and a base hit. Iglesias rounding third. He's going to score, and Luis Arraez comes through. This game is tied in the seventh. 1-1 to Freelick. Marijon kicks and deals, and a ground ball to short. Iglesias, unbelievable stop, turns and throws home, not in time. Turang slid head first, apparently ahead of the tag from Fermin. And if you're the Padres, you almost have to challenge this. Really no reason not to, but they will not. 1-2, here's the pitch, and Cheek swings. It's a sharp grounder first. Monasterio stabs it, throws to second, high in time, but Arraez able to score, and this game is tied in the bottom of the 10th inning.
That is a heck of a play from Monasterio.
First pitch, Fermin swings, lines it into center field. That'll do it. Freddie Fermin walks it off as Bryce Johnson scores, and the Padres are headed back to the playoffs in 2025.
That's how it sounded last night here on 97.3 The Fan. Great job by Jesse Agler, Tony Gwynn Jr., as, yes, the Padres clinch fourth playoff berth in the past 6 seasons, first back-to-back playoff appearances with a 5-4 win in 11 innings over the Milwaukee Brewers in a game that had a little bit of everything, starting with a playoff-worthy pitching matchup between Freddie Peralta, the number one pitcher on the number one team in all of baseball, also the number one road team in all of baseball. So Brewers are coming in. They are a tough squad.
God, they're tough.
You got Nick Pivetta, who has had the best season of any Padres starting pitcher, and falls behind 3-1. Tough inning for Nick Pivetta. He threw the ball well.
Yeah.
Didn't get a lot of luck or help in that inning when he gave up 3 runs, but also some self-inflicted wounds as the Padres continued. Did they walk like 7 or 8 more batters again after walking 9 the day before?
They walked 8 last night.
8 more. So, again, we talked about it yesterday. One thing you do need to clean up before the postseason.
Command.
Got to cut down on those walks. A couple of them, pitch arounds. A couple of them I think it was an intentional walk in the extra innings. But for the most part, you put runners on base like Nick Pivetta did. Came back to haunt them there in the top of the second inning when they scored their 3 runs.
So let's start with, I think, the very first thing we all saw yesterday that made all of us go, what is happening on clinch day, potential clinch day? The lineup comes out. And all of a sudden my Twitter feed goes nuts. My Instagram feed goes, I'm like, what did I miss? So go over and look at the lineup. I go, oh, okay. Arise leading off, which, by the way, for the record, I love it. Manny Machado in the 2-hole, Jackson Merrill in the 3, Sheets in the 4, O'Hearn in the 5, Cronenworth in the 6, Beej in the 7, Jose Iglesias getting a start in the 8, and Elias Diaz catching his guy, Nick Pivetta. So the first thing that jumped off the page was, where's Tatis? Then it comes out, he's sick. Not even with the team. He's sick. He's at home. He's sick. Okay, that happens. Laureano getting a scheduled day off. Okay, that also happens.
You could have changed your mind, but Mike Schultz said, no, I'd already told him he was going to have the day off. I'm not going to take it away from him. He's played every game since the trade deadline.
Yep.
We're not going to take it away from him.
Needed it, I'd say, as well. Needed that day probably for Ramon Laureano.
But it put the Padres in a weird situation.
Very.
Because that lineup was lopsidedly left-handed.
Dude. So you're looking at this and you go lefty, righty, lefty, 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 switch, righty, righty. But that lane in the middle of Merrill, Sheets, O'Hearn, and Cronenworth, 4 of your best lefties are just boom, 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 one right after the other. Now, apparently in Milwaukee, they have orchards full of left-handers that it's in bloom. The harvest is in, and these guys, Pat Murphy is out in the fields, just like, well, here's another one that throws 98. Here's another one that throws 97. Orchards in Milwaukee.
Pat Murphy must have looked at that lineup and gone, well, okay, right. Freddie, give us 5, and then I am just going to empty the lefties out of our bullpen against these guys.
Boom, 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 one after the other. They grow them in Milwaukee. Famous for their hot dogs, their beer, and their left-handed orchards. It was incredible to see. So, of course, you're panicked because you're a Padres fan. You're absolutely panicked. And Freddie Peralta is a really good pitcher. He's really, really nasty. And you find a way to, in the most Padres fashion, get guys on in the first inning, and then he balks in a run. He balks in a run, and you're like, I will take it. I will absolutely take it any way that I can get it. And I don't know what happened to him. Just kind of looked like his knee gave, which is such a weird.
It's just a little twitch.
Twitch, and he waved him off. Now, again, you're lamenting it right away because he did look like he looked hittable. He looked flat in the first inning. Guys got some good swings off on Freddie. And you're like, this is one of those where we're going to look back and go, man, we should have scored 3 or 4 runs off this dude. Didn't work out that way, but it was a really weird. It was a weird game from the very start. From the second the lineup came out.
The 3-run rally in the top of the second, 2 walks, Caleb Durbin's RBI single tied the game. Then with 2 outs, Christian Yelich singles up the middle, and One run comes in to score, and then Isaac Collins, who'd started at second base, comes around. Manny Machado with one of the headiest plays that you're going to see. Moves off the base to try to get the runner going from first to third. Tags him out, but they ruled that the run had scored just like a split second. You couldn't have gotten closer. They did the time it up side by side. Was the foot on the plate or not? Now, I was told, I believe, last week, why do you run so hard when it's not going to be a play at the plate? Why don't you just cruise in? But Isaac Collins was going hard right to the last step at home plate as he got in.
Different play entirely.
How's that a different play?
A different play entirely. They got first to third there. Well, we did as
also
well.
Had first to third.
But if the guy on first, you see where he stayed? There was a play at the plate. So on a play at the plate, you're going to run hard. On a play where you're not going to have a play at the plate, you don't have to.
There was no play at the plate.
Wait,
there was
Diaz.
There was no play at the plate on Collins. They threw to third, not home.
Where was the ball hit?
It was hit to center.
Center.
But he ran hard all the way, and because he was running hard all the way.
So then homeboy should have stayed at second.
Right.
Right.
And he didn't. He went to third and got tagged out. Almost cost them a run, but because the runner coming home was going as fast as he could and didn't slow down, he got the run. If he had just slowed up a little bit at the last second, he would have been he would not have scored that run.
You may be right in this. Not that they're all black and white.
No, they're not
the same.
They're
it's not the same play.
He could have thought the throw was coming home easily from center field, whereas Diaz knew that run was not coming home last week. It's not the exact same situation.
He's never going to let this go.
I know.
He's never going to let this go.
But I did notice that last night.
I'm done arguing.
All right.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
Still wrong.
Yeah,
even
still
after
wrong.
I made you think about it at least for a second. Jose Iglesias comes up with great ambush swing in the bottom of the fifth inning to get a run off Freddie Peralta. God. Did not know he had second deck power at to the left field at Petco Park.
He didn't either, dude. He didn't either. He had no idea.
But thought, hey, I might get one fastball. Let's see if we can just get a hold of one, and he does. So that pulls the Padres within one. Gets Freddie Peralta out of the game after 5. Nick Pavetta's out of the game after 5 2/3. Padres bullpen comes in. Ron Marinacci. Remember, they don't have Mason Miller available because he had pitched the last couple of days. I wasn't sure if Suarez or Morejon were going to be available, but they said, hey, you need us. We can come in later in the game. Ended up needing them, but the bullpen gets it done. Jeremiah Estrada gets Strands runners on the corners in the 8th inning with a strikeout after a bit of a dicey inning.
That was watching that inning was like watching you're tied to a chair. And your kids are juggling knives, like sharp knives. You're tied to a chair, and both of your kids are, hey, Dad, look at this. Look at this. It was the most uncomfortable inning that I've seen from a reliever. He just could not locate. The 3-0, the guy hacking on 3-0, he got a fastball that he could handle, and he hit it really, really far. But thank God, man, bailing us out of that inning. And then he threw a nasty, I think it was a changeup down and in. Nowhere near the strike zone, but he swung over the top and got out of it. Benny, that was an excruciating watch.
But they got through it. The 2-out rally to tie it with 2 walks, and then Luis Arraez on bobblehead night coming through with an RBI single was huge to tie the game. 9th inning was dramatic. Bryce Johnson with the diving catch to rob Christian Yelich, probably of a double or more in the top of the 9th inning. That could have saved the game right there, but then in the bottom of the 9th, after he singles, gets stranded at second base. Bryce Johnson does, so off to extra innings. And then in the top of the 10th, Padres, of course, have Adrian Morejon. He's out there again, 3rd straight day. Gets the fly ball to right field in foul territory to Ryan O'Hearn. And this is
a tough one, man.
Such an interesting, because if you catch it, guy's going to tag up from second to third, and they're going to get that runner over and an opportunity to score with an out. So you could let it fall and see if Adrian Morejon can get the strikeout. But then again, Adrian Morejon may give a hit. You may give up multiple runs. Do you accept that out, or do you try to go for a better out that doesn't allow the runner to advance from second to third?
I got asked this question on Twitter last night, and I sat there and I wrote, I don't know the answer. I don't know what I would have done in the same situation.
Even in retrospect,
but I don't know what I would have wanted him to do if I'm Adrian Morejon. I don't know, and there's no way to know in that instant unless somebody in the infield is going, drop it. Like that happens. It happens. And I think you have to immediately calculate. You have to calculate who's on the mound, who's coming up.
Yeah.
Where are we? We're at home. Okay, we have a chance. One run, I can still get the next two guys if I get two punchies and strand a guy at third.
Like even looking back, if you think it was the right decision for him to drop it, like you can't blame him for not being able to process all of that. I don't think that's in your pre-pitch.
I think taking the out's the right decision.
I do too, and not where he was.
Morejon can always get a strikeout to the next guy
100%.
or a weak grounder, which he did from Sal Frelick. Got a weak grounder, was just to the left of Jose Iglesias, who made a great play.
Now, Benny,
great play, got it home, just not in time.
Sunday League, Little League, take the out. Take the out every time. Collect those outs, as many as you can get, as many as they give you, you take them. The big leagues is a different story entirely. I think we all would have panicked had he not grabbed that ball. And if he just looked and just let it drop foul, I think we would have been like, bro, you got to take the out. I do. I feel like in my heart of hearts, I would have said, you got to take that out. Look who's on the bump. No one on the planet is more adept at getting swing and miss stuff than Adrian Morejon. So take the out. We'll take our chances. And he took the out, guy tagged, ended up scoring. But yeah, that was one of those things in a baseball game that, if you have to calculate that in a split second. A split second. What do I do here? What do I do if that ball's hit here and it's in foul territory? Here's my line. If I cross this line, I'm catching it. If it's behind this line, I'm probably going to let it go. It is. It's why this game is just the best, dude, because you could argue about it all day long.
So the Padres were down 4-3 going to the bottom of the 10th. They needed to score at least that run from second to keep the game going. They did. They got the runners over first and third, and then Gavin Sheets with the RBI fielder's choice. Great play. You heard the call from Jesse, the diving stop by Monasterio at first base, but the throw was high and it was not even close. They could not turn the double play, which allowed the runner to score from third base to tie the game at 4, but the Padres would then leave the bases loaded. By the way, the umpire last night
I got it.
Was terrible.
He missed
Roberto Ortiz.
He missed 25 calls in the Brewers Padres. 25, and they got them all on umpire auditor.
Unbelievable.
I'm watching them.
25 with a 2 and a 5.
And that set up, of course, the 11th inning. And we'll get into both the top and bottom of the 11th inning and how it all ended coming up to kick off hour number 2 of Ben and Woods next here on 97.3 The Fan. 25 missed calls? Wow. Well, I left off watching this video you reposted from Umpire Auditor of every missed call of the 25 missed calls by home plate.
Both ways.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't do the tally on who got it better.
Tons of strikes called balls, called strikes, both pitchers on the mound, righties, lefties, didn't matter. Roberto Ortiz.
I'd never heard of him before.
Got to go down. It's one of the worst home
really
plate
bad.
umpired games you'll see in a Major League Baseball.
My dude was
ballpark.
literally back there with a coin. Right? Ball. That's a ball.
There was one that went the Padres' favor. It was called a strike. I forget who was pitching. They were working around
Yelich,
maybe, and they threw it like 3 feet above the zone just to walk in. It was like, strike. It's like, I don't want to strike there.
It's like Frank Drebin back there, dude. It was really what? Right in the middle. Dude,
So we left off heading to the top of the 11th inning. Padres have used just about everybody. I think you got Yuki left in the bullpen, and they bring out the rookie, Bradley Rodriguez.
What a call.
He is a dog.
What a gutsy call by the skipper Mike Shilton in that scenario, right?
Can get swing and miss, and also gets a lot of ground balls. Had a 55% ground ball rate in the minor leagues.
You know what else he is? Terrifying. He's intimidating. He's got the glasses. He's
Rick Vaughn.
Goggles.
He's goggles.
Goggle
Well, I
glasses.
think they're
They're glasses, but
yeah.
they look kind of.
They're like Oakley's or whatever.
You know, he throws hard, and you're not totally sure where it's going.
Don't dig in. He's intimidating, and he has like an 80 grade changeup as well. So I'm going to gear up for the heater. But my God, I thought that was a ballsy call to call him out and be like, here you go, kid.
It's not much else you have.
How fantastic
I know,
is that?
but still,
back there.
like you said, you had Yuki. Oh, Yuki's serving it up. I'm sorry. You know he's serving it up in that spot.
Yeah, it gets it up to triple digits with the fastball. Gives up the ground ball. Jake Cronenworth makes an incredible diving play to get the runner between second and third. But, Brewers are a smart team. He gets hung up long enough to allow the runner behind him to get to second. So now you've got runner at second and one out. Then he gets the tiny little nubber in front of the plate. Great pitching, but unfortunately, I don't think, even though he and Fermin kind of collided, I don't think there was going to be an out on that play. I think that was going to be an infield single no matter what. It was too far away from home plate.
The thing I worried about was when Bradley ran after it, I'm like, he's sailing this ball
that's what I thought
into right field. I'm going to let Freddie take a shot there probably. But, hey, man, didn't work out in that case. And then just standing there looking at each other like, whoops, my bad.
So then you walk to load the bases for Jackson Churio. And the long at-bat proceeds between Rodriguez and Churio. Cloud, you see Rodriguez holding his glove to his ear so he can hear the pitch come. You get to the 3-2 count. He can't hear it. The pitch comes, so you've got this delay, right? And it's 3-2, and it's like, what are you going to do? Bases are loaded. There's nowhere to put him. A walk gives the Brewers the lead again. You've got to come up with the pitch of your life here at this point. And he gets Churio to ground up the middle into the double play. 4-3 double play. Jake Cronenworth turns it to end the inning without a run scoring. What a moment that was for the Padres. What a moment it was for young Bradley Rodriguez.
Well, and the chopper, the boom, one-hop chopper, you see him go up, you see his arm go up, and you go, oh, no, kid, don't do it. They're there. Like, you trust your defense that they're in the right spot, and Croney was in the exact right spot. Now, if that ball ticks off his glove, we don't win that game. So
just perfect.
It's perfect. Perfect pitch. It was perfectly executed. The double play was perfect. The only person that could have screwed that up was Bradley Rodriguez by getting that hand up there like pitchers love to do, and try to snag that ball. He didn't. Croney was in the perfect spot. Again, Jake Cronenworth all night. Some of the ABs he had off Peralta early, Ben. Right? Again, don't show up. Jake took an 0 for 4 last night. Didn't feel like an 0 for 4 at all. Watching him grind out Peralta, watching him wear those guys down, and then can pick anything. Just phenomenal with the glove last night. But, man, exhale.
And then the bottom of the 11th, you have Iglesias bunting Johnson over from second to third after he had failed to successfully execute a sacrifice bunt in his previous at-bat.
That was really a tough one. And the reason that it was a tough one for me is you could tell that
that was in the bottom of the ninth when
Yeah.
Johnson had led off with a single, and he popped it up to the pitcher.
So there's a couple different things. Number one, bro, he's a pro. You don't need he was all extra with his bunt instead of just squaring. Like he was doing like he was whipping it forward. He was just doing like bits up there.
He was doing a Candelita show.
Like we get it. You're a singer. But relax. Don't be a front man right now. Be a drummer. Be a bass player. Okay, you're a front man. Be a bass player. Get the bunt down. If you're even going to bunt in that scenario, which we could argue all day, was that the right call? Many say yes. Many say no. You know, you said who's the guy that was pitching?
Uribe. You know,
bad matchup for Iglesias.
Righty, tough.
I go, yeah, but he's a bad matchup for Fermin too. If you bunt, you got to know there's a guy who's playing behind you. And so, didn't get the job done, popped it straight up, free out, real. It kind of takes the air out of the sails,
But then he gets it down.
Got it down.
Another tough bunt there. Moves the runner from second to third, which probably would have scored on Fermin's single anyway. Johnson's got good speed, but makes it a foregone conclusion. And I think it adds at least to the stress of the pitcher, obviously. Moving the runner from second to third.
Can't bounce one.
Can't bounce one. So he gave Fermin something on the outside part of the plate that he could reach. Nice little piece of hitting. Drives it to center field for the single. Ball game over. Padres clinch their playoff spot. Thanks to one of the guys acquired at the trade deadline coming through in that game with Freddie Fermin, getting the credit for the walk-off win.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
Was an awesome game.
What a moment for Freddie as well. All the guys contributed. I thought, the guys, the knock, and, we didn't win the game at that point, but like getting clutch knocks, Benny, and Gavin Sheets smoked the ball. Ryan O'Hearn, big knock there. Like, this is what you want. This is what you want. Really tough ABs from your guys. It was a really, really special moment in a season where there's been a lot of wins, right? There's been a lot of wins, but there hasn't been that special bring us all together moment, and the way we clinched last year and the way we clinched this year, pretty cool.
Thought about that too.
Yeah.
It was the only way last year could have been better is if it was at home.
Right.
Kind of badass to do it at Dodger Stadium a little bit.
Very much so.
On a triple play.
It's going to be tough to top. Freddie for me, and I'm going to give you my hat tip, but nothing's going to top that. But
so
awesome.
Here's where things stand now. Padres with 5 games remaining. Other contenders with 6 games remaining. The Padres now trail the Dodgers by 2.5 games in the NL West. The Dodgers will play the Arizona Diamondbacks the next 3 days at Chase Field, a Diamondbacks team that is still...
Are they fighting for their lives?
Absolutely is fighting for their lives. They're a game out of the wild card, so they can't... They are going as hard as they possibly can against the Dodgers the next 3 days. Again, it's the odds are long. Padres would need to finish ahead of the Dodgers, which means a tie is not good enough. But, if the next couple of days go the Padres' way and Arizona can pull off a couple of wins, you can make things very interesting this weekend. Meanwhile, a little more realistic scenario, the Padres trail the Cubs by 2.5 games for the number 4 seed and the right to host the wild card series between those two teams. The Cubs will play the New York Mets the next 3 days at Wrigley Field, another team that is desperate and fighting for their lives, currently tied with the Reds for that playoff spot. So, and the Cubs just lost 4 in a row to the Cincinnati Reds, who are fighting for their lives. So
the Reds got Pittsburgh.
I think, to me, the Reds have Pittsburgh, which doesn't matter at this point. Padres are in. So that
yeah. I mean, for them.
Yeah, for them. But what matters for the Padres is how are the Cubs going to play the next 3 days? And the good news is the Cubs game starts 2 hours before the Padres game tonight. So you have an idea, at least. Game might not be over, but you'll have an idea going into the game. Like, well, we could pick up a game tonight if we win and get to a game and a half out.
And you'll definitely know by the 3rd or 4th inning.
I mean, possibly, yeah, certainly by the 3rd or 4th inning of the Padres game, you'll know if the Cubs have lost. And then if they do, you kind of have to, hit the gas pedal a little bit.
If you're up 2-1 and you see that final score, you have to bring out the cavalry.
It's
right?
I think you manage differently. If the Cubs lose, you're going a little bit harder. If the Cubs win, you can, all right, let's rest some guys. If we lose this one, we fall 3.5 back. It's probably over. We're heading to Chicago next week. But
I am not envious of that position today. Hey, who's who doesn't have
weighing rest versus
who doesn't have violent diarrhea and the DTs from last night's celebration? Because I need 9 guys out there to play baseball today. Because again, technically, yeah, there could be some opportunity to get a home playoff series. Again, a bit of a long shot, I would say, a bit of a long shot, but still there. And I guess while there's a choice, for me, I would like to not see. I'd like to see Jeremiah get 4 days off. You know, I'd like to see Mason Miller get a few days off. I would like to see Wandy Peralta and Adrian Morejon and Robert Suarez get 4 days off. Like, don't pitch.
This would be a great day for baseball to happen. Like, you're going up against
weird baseball.
Yeah, you're going up against Bruce Zimmerman. I mean, I don't care who's in the starting lineup. Padres somehow score like 9 in the first inning.
Yeah.
It'd be Randy Vasquez. Hey, can you give us 8 today?
Right.
And
we need baseball.
We need kind of some weird baseball tonight because the Padres are going to be at whatever, when the tank is on fumes going into a game, your bullpen is on fumes, you're hungover, you just put everything you had into that last game. But is there a way you can find a way to win this game tonight? Because it could impact you here in this last week of the season.
But only if the Cubs lose.
Probably.
So, like, waiting for someone to lose, I need to manage my team. I need to manage my team.
I think that's the key. You have to pick a plan and stick with it.
I mean, really, like I have to manage my team, and my team needs rest. My bullpen needs rest. My bullpen has been overworked. They have. They need rest.
Now, Pat Murphy needed his bullpen a lot last night too.
He did.
They pitched 6 innings out of their bullpen as well. But they also need these games because if they want to hold on to the number 1 seed for home field advantage in the National League, they're currently only 2.5 games up on the Phillies.
I'm so on the fence.
I mean, they don't need every game, but they're probably
fence.
looking, hey, if we can get this one, we're probably in good shape. So
I don't like this feeling. Because I don't think if you were vehement that they needed to go balls to the wall, I can't argue with you. But if you were vehement that they need to rest everybody that's important, I also can't argue with you. I can't. You can make a case really either way. Now,
you want to have your cake and eat it too. You want to be able to rest guys, but somehow get the win, which would be, obviously that's the hardest situation to pull off. But that's what you're hoping for tonight is find a way to win, but still get your bullpen guys rest, get a couple of guys out of the lineup, try not to risk any injuries, but also, win the game and see if you can earn a home playoff series or even possibly a division title at the end of the week if the Dodgers do stumble to the finish line against a couple of teams that have a lot to play for this week. Yeah,
that are good. Yeah, Zen says this is not a situation to Cadillac your way home. Okay.
It might be, though.
That's the thing is like, Zen, like I just said, I don't necessarily disagree with you. I don't. But the pragmatic side of me says, dude, we clinched, right? Playing for home field is certainly something. We are 20 games better at home than we are on the road. We are. But I'm looking at the bullpen chart right now going, these guys they gotta sleep. They gotta sleep. They gotta sit. Morejon has pitched 3 nights in a row. He needs to sit. Suarez has pitched 3 nights in a row. He needs to sit. Estrada's gone 3 out of 4. He looks worked. Like, if you want to do this, but you're telling me you're only going to throw Hart, Marinaccio, and Yuki, fine. Try to win a ball game with those guys, but I don't need to see Mason Miller out there tonight. I really don't. I would love to see these guys sharp because what happens next week, if you're grinding to get home field advantage and somehow you don't get it because it's baseball and the Cubs are good and they win, you're like, my God, we burned these guys through. It's just a tough. It's a tough.
Well, think about it this way: if we know what the best case scenario is, and that is winning games while also resting your bullpen, resting some guys. Baseball happens. You hit some home runs and you win games. What's the worst case scenario? Chasing, pushing guys hard to try to get a home playoff series, but not getting there because you don't get the help you need. So then you've continued to torch your bullpen. You've chased. And now you still have to go on the road on Tuesday to face the Chicago Cubs, but you do so in a weakened state where guys aren't feeling as good as they possibly could have. The safest thing to do right now is to rest guys and hope that you still find ways to win games. But the safe thing to do is you're not using any of your high leverage bullpen arms
We got
at the end of this game.
We have every different opinion in the chat. Every single one that you could possibly get. And I think that's what the beauty of this sport brings. It really does. And, a guy DM'd me over the weekend and said, no, you always go for it. And I said, no. He goes, in sports, you always go for it. I go, it's not true. It's not true. The Patriots clinch a playoff spot. They're not throwing Tom Brady out in game 16 back in the day. They're just not. They're not. A series, maybe, right? Like, stay sharp, and that's it. You're done. You don't have to go balls to the wall all the time. And especially when it comes to a bullpen, and any bullpen can be volatile and wear and tear. And tells us all the time, each pitch they throw, because they become less effective. So I'm saving my bullets. If it's me, I'm going to be, you guys are going to hate me. I'm actually going to be like Ben. I think I would be like, no, you guys don't bother coming to the yard today because you will not be used, Mason Miller, Robert Suarez, Adrian Morahone, Jeremiah
It is
Estrada.
such a tough call.
It is.
It is, because the best way to advance deep into the playoffs is to get a home series.
Yep.
That's going to be the best way to do it. But you can't control that. You may not get the help you need. You could win every game and still not get a home playoff series.
Correct.
If you are controwing your own destiny, I might feel a little different.
Yeah, different story.
But you don't. So not resign yourself. Resign is the wrong word, but mentally prepare yourself that you're going to Chicago next week. And that's what you're thinking you have to do. You have to win 2 out of 3 games in Chicago, and then you'll face these very same Milwaukee Brewers in a best-of-5 division series. And based on yesterday, I think that could be a heck of a baseball series between these two teams. Padres have won 3 out of the 4 so far against the Milwaukee Brewers.
Yeah.
Not too many teams have had success against these Brewers so far this year. Padres are one of the few that are doing it.
Again,
we'll see.
Anthony says, we have a chance to get home field advantage. Go for it, WTF. Yes, we have a chance. I have a chance to hit the Powerball today, right? I have a chance. Legit. If I buy a ticket, I've got a chance. The fact that if it would be different is, like you said, if the Padres win the next 2 games, they clinch hold. Done. I would even tell the guys, hey, 2 beers last night. We got job's not done. You need so much help. You need so many other things to factor into that equation that I just don't know that it's smart. And I think, not only is it not smart, you'd find us and everybody else in town going, why did we burn through these guys last week? We got a playoff series and we didn't even get there. So maybe it's a loser mentality. I just think it's a smart mentality. But we'll see. We'll see how they choose to handle it. Like you said, we need baseball to happen. We need weird. The Phillies went and celebrated. They came out and beat the Dodgers again the next night. We
fell behind 5-0 and rallied, right?
And rallied.
I mean,
we need something
happen.
like that to happen.
Need some weird baseball.
So, yeah, we'll see.
All right, we'll talk more Padres. Paul even thought maybe we'd open the phone lines at some point later this morning. We'll discuss that possibility. Up next, though, we got Don't Do This. How about Tom Brady? Really unforced error. Is starting his 2nd season as a broadcaster this weekend, and he is hearing it from multiple people about what he did wrong this weekend on the broadcast.
Yeah, it was kind of a weird comment.
Very weird.
Also, I want to talk a little Ryder Cup with you. I want to get your take on to get paid or not to get paid.
That is coming up next with Ben and Woods after a check of traffic here on 97.3 The Fan.
Quickly, gang, let me tell you about QC Kinetics. Been a life changer, life saver for me. I wasn't dying or anything. I was just in a tremendous amount of pain and was not able to do things that I wanted to do. I wanted to play ball again. I wanted to play golf, wanted to play the guitar, pick my kids up, things like that. Couldn't do it. Had no idea what was wrong with my wrist. Thought I needed wrist surgery. Went into QC Kinetics. Turns out I didn't. I just needed them to take care of me with their regenerative medicine, their advanced cellular treatments, help my body heal and restore the damage that I had in my wrists. Not just cover it up, not cut it out, actually just help heal and restore. And I can't even say enough good things about what they've done for me. Long-term lasting relief has been incredible. If you have gone and gotten other opinions from orthopedic surgeons, your doctor, whatever, if you have x-rays, MRIs, bring them in. Former orthopedic surgeon on staff there. He's going to be the guy taking care of you. Absolutely bought into and believes in these protocols. So check it out. They got 2 locations, one in Hillcrest, one in Torrey Hills. 619-614-PAIN. 619-614-PAIN. Once again, 619-614-PAIN. The name is QC Kinetics.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Don't do this. Brought to you by Trust and Will.
Don't.
Leave your entire estate, house, kids, and life savings up to chance if and when you die.
Do.
Set up a Trust or Will online at trustandwill.com.
This
is a lot more affordable than you think. Did you just pull a mud
I
on
did.
me?
I pulled a mud. I did it on purpose.
Visit trustandwill.com for more info.
Don Arcilla.
Thank you very much, Monday.
Kills me every
I
time.
did it. I did it on purpose.
I will get us started. Tom Brady might be lucky if he's still on the air this week. So
bad,
Tom
man.
Brady broadcasting for Fox the Dallas Cowboys Chicago Bears game on Sunday, and things are not going well for the Cowboys. Dak Prescott throws a pass to George Pickens, drops it off his hands, ends up as an interception. George Pickens comes to the sideline, grabs his helmet off his head, slams it hard against the ground, showing his frustration. And Tom Brady, this is what he had to say about it.
I had not heard this until about 30 seconds ago. Some of the most unhinged comments I've ever heard in a football game.
It's unhinged.
What the hell?
And Pick's not happy. Yeah, those helmets can be. It's like the dog at home.
Time out on the field.
Huh?
Wow.
Kick
Right.
the dog, throw the helmet, whatever it is.
Whatever it takes.
So he's saying it's okay. George Pickens needs to get that frustration out by throwing his helmet, maybe damaging
showed him on the
it.
sideline. He was mad.
And Tom Brady says it's like the dog at home. Then he clarifies just to make it worse and says, kick the dog. Do what you have to do.
Yeah, if you're frustrated, you throw the helmet, kick the dog. What? On what planet? Yeah, go home, beat your kids, whatever it takes. What? What are you saying?
As you can imagine, Tom Brady is
What?
getting some blowback, including from the folks at PETA.
Yeah,
PETA for the
PETA's
ethical
gonna get you,
treatment of
dude.
animals.
They're going to get you every time.
And I can't say that they're wrong. Tom Brady has not, I believe, addressed the criticism yet. I think he's going
It's like
to
the
have
dog
to.
at home.
What?
Yeah,
What?
Right.
Those helmets, it's like a dog at
It's
home.
like a dog. You kick it when you're frustrated.
Um,
Maybe he said crank the hog, Ray said. No, he said kick the dog.
Kick the dog. Do whatever you have to do.
Yeah, do what you have to do.
You don't have
No,
to.
that's not,
You do not have to
you
do
don't
that.
have to do that. You can throw your helmet. I don't mind if a guy throws his helmet.
Come crank your hog.
Whoa, don't hurt your teammate, anything like that. But
I mean, if you have like maybe an oversized, like a stuffed dog, that's
okay, like a stuffed
I
animal.
didn't get that sense that that's what he was referring to.
I didn't get that either. This is kind of a combo, don't and do, and maybe nothing at all. But I wanted to. Let's go ahead and play it, Paul. You can play DD.
DD Mega Doo-Doo.
A lot has been made. The Ryder Cup, first of all, is one of the most fascinating events in golf, and it's going on. It starts on Thursday, Friday. It's going to be incredible. Bethpage Black. And it's the U.S. against Europe. And a lot was made. This is the first year that the teams can get paid to play in the Ryder Cup. Typically, it has been for pride and country and continent.
Right.
Well, Europe came out immediately and said, no. My guys, it was Luke Donald, European captain, said, nope. Every one of my guys said, this isn't a week to get paid. We have such a strong purpose in this team and what we play for. Then it comes out, the Americans were like, we're actually going to get paid. But then it comes out, Ben, we're going to get paid, but we're going to give the money to charity.
Some of it. So the PGA of America announced in December that it would be providing U.S. captain Keegan Bradley and his players $500,000 each for the Ryder Cup this fall. Players will have to donate $300,000 of that to charity, but the remaining $200,000 is being considered a stipend. They can do with that what they wish. So they have taken the $500,000, and Europe has declined the $500,000. But now, here's the thing: the PGA of America makes a lot of money. They charge for tickets. They charge for TV rights. I mean, this is their big money maker. Should you not pay the players who are the ones that everybody is tuning in to see? If you put on a Ryder Cup, but you just had, let's just get 12 random Americans versus 12 random Europeans, no one would watch it. They're only watching it because they're the best players in the world. So shouldn't they take some of that, all the money that's made from the Ryder Cup, and at least go to the, employees who are doing the work over these 3 days?
Europe put the U.S. in a horrible spot.
They did.
I mean, which is great. That's exactly what you want to do. Paulie, I feel like we've done this to Ben before. Painted him in a corner where we're like, you know what? We'll just pay. And he's like, okay. Yeah. I mean, we work for a company. They really should be paying for this. They're not. Yeah, so we'll just pay.
We'll just do it.
And he's
way
like,
easier.
And I feel like we've done this to you many times.
Hack it up 3 ways. Let's just go.
Right?
Yeah,
we have done this
for sure.
And Ben always he capitulates at the end, but you can tell it's really so. You're in the room. You're one of the guys that they selected. Captain comes in. He goes, all right, guys, here's the deal. Those Europeans, they got us again. They're not taking any money. They're not taking any. We look like a-holes right now for wanting to even get $200,000. What are you, Ben Higgins, chosen member of the Ryder Cup, saying?
I'm saying, isn't it a shame that those European players don't care about their charities, that they're not going to donate the money that they're not taking, that we, the generous Americans, are going to be donating at least 60% of everything we make.
So what happens
this
to that
week
money?
To charity?
What happens to the money that Europe...
the PGA of America gets to keep it? They give it to their charities? I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of charitable contribution that goes on in golf, which is a good thing. But nowadays, with LIV and everything, it is more about the money than it's ever been before. And a lot of these Ryder Cuppers, other than Bryson DeChambeau and Tyrrell Hatton and John Rahm, they're not getting the LIV money either.
Bryson said he's donating all of his to charity. So now Bryson has even put the rest of
Bryson, who took,
billions of dollars,
million or whatever it is, 500 million to go to LIV, is I'll donate the other 200,000 that I couldn't possibly need to charity.
It just puts you in a weird spot. Nobody wants to have to do charity, being forced to do charity. Like, hey, I know we just made an extra $1,000. Paulie and I are going to donate our share. What are you going to do with yours? It just puts you in a bad spot. So I get well done, Europe.
Well, Europe is obviously big underdogs. You're always, when you're playing on the road, you're a big underdog. Luke Donald, as a captain, is doing what he can to try to maybe level the playing field a little bit emotionally for his team going into a very hostile environment this week in New York. So, interesting story on both sides of the coin.
Very, very interesting.
And that is don't and do this for a Tuesday.
That was Don't Do This with Ben and Woods on 97.3 The Fan.
All right, I want to give away some tickets right now. Got an opportunity. Last series of the season coming up against the Arizona Diamondbacks. We got 2 tickets for Friday night's game. It is Hispanic Heritage Celebration. Padres hosting the Diamondbacks. Final regular season homestand. We're going to give the 5th caller right now. Paulie's locked the lines. He's going to unlock them. Get lucky. 5th caller, 833-288-0973, is going to win a pair of tickets to Friday night's game. You can get more info on the Hispanic Heritage Celebration at Padres.com/Hispanic Heritage. We'll come back, continue our discussion about the Padres now 1 week from today. It is guaranteed they will be playing a playoff game. We're not sure if it'll be in Chicago, likely in Chicago, but there is playoff baseball coming up. It's not theoretical anymore. We can talk about it.
I can't wait.
Coming up next on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. First, though, it is my turn to talk about SDFatLoss.com. It was my weight loss program 2 summers ago. I have done other weight loss programs. By this point, I had gained probably all the weight back and more. But with SDFatLoss.com, I've kept every pound I've lost off and then some, thanks to their great maintenance strategies. And it's all for me was because it was based on real foods. I had done the bars and shakes plans, but then when I went back to real food, my body didn't like it. It was like, I'm still hungry. I'm eating too much. I'm eating the wrong things. But with SDFatLoss.com, I was eating the right things. Stuff I chose myself from the grocery store. I ate a lot of chicken, steak, vegetables. I lost the weight, and now I have kept it off for 2 full years. You can find out how the program can work for you, how you can lose up to 10 to 20% of your body weight in just 60 days, up to a pound of fat per day with no injections and no exercise by setting up a free consultation at SDFatLoss.com. Do it today. You'll have the weight off by Thanksgiving. Think about that. Before the holidays, no New Year's resolutions this year. You'll already have lost the weight by doing it. Go to SDFatLoss.com. Mention my name, Ben from Ben & Woods. Get $200 off now, but only through the end of September. That's about a week left. Sign up now. Take advantage of the discount and start losing that weight at SDFatLoss.com. That's SDFatLoss.com. Results may vary.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
This hour on 96.7.3 The Fan is brought to you by the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Bureau. Vegas is turning it up this week. This is the fabulous 5-day sale, the first ever citywide Vegas sale. 5 days to book your next getaway. Go to visitlasvegas.com. Hurry, the sale ends on Friday. The whole city is on sale.
I saw something about that before I knew that they were buying time on the station.
I had not heard about this.
Like, I didn't know you could do this. You can just put a whole city on sale.
Yeah. Every hotel, like, they're all chipping in. Like, okay, yeah, we're on sale now.
Everything's for sale.
Who won the Padres tickets? Nick, congratulations. Going to the game on Friday against the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's Ben Woods. A couple of injury notes. You mentioned, obviously, Fernando Tatis Jr. was sick. No word on what that illness is. Flu, cold, strep throat. I took a lot of vitamin C yesterday. Still feeling fine.
I'm Hawkeyeing you.
Feeling good today. So far, so good. Xander Bogaerts, we expected to be back. Dennis Lynn, Kevin Acee kind of had all reported that he was going to be back. He was not back yesterday, but Mike Schultz said he went through a very vigorous workout at Petco Park. Did so much that they felt like we can't make him play the game now. Yeah. But if he recovers from that well, the expectation could be that he is activated from the injured list today. Activated from the injured list today.
Activated. We need to bring Flubs back.
And then David Morgan is also reportedly getting close to coming back and could be activated tomorrow.
We don't talk enough on this program about Ron Marinaccio. Why the guy all he does is get outs. He's nasty. Did you see his slider last? I don't know his IVB and all that is axis rotation. The dude is great. I feel comfortable when he comes in. Do you guys not? Like Ron Marinaccio, no one ever talks about him.
He put up good numbers.
Yeah.
Generally, he was with the New York Yankees, and then the Yankees didn't have room for him, and he was designated for assignment late last year. I believe he was briefly picked up by the White Sox between seasons, but they also then didn't have room for him, so they designated for him assignment in January, and AJ Preller just goes, I like what I saw from this guy, and I've got room on my 40-man, so I am claiming him. He was claimed on January 24th. He's been obviously at AAA most of the season, but when he has come up and gotten his opportunity, he has come through for the San Diego Padres.
He hasn't pitched enough for the he doesn't have enough. I don't think I'm looking at his Savant page right now, but he's in 7 games, he's got an 0.84 ERA. He's got 10 innings pitched, 12 strikeouts. His whip is 0.94. Feels weapony to me. Like feels like you saw some of the sliders he was throwing last night, or maybe it was a sweeper. Nasty. I mean, nasty, like a wiffle ball. So I'm looking at this going, okay, like maybe that's a guy that can eat innings. And listen, what a great week for him. Like this is the week where you're actually you can get a lot of action as they're going to be resting some of the high leverage guys.
Yeah, and you'll probably need him again today, given the state of your bullpen.
He threw 17 last night.
The question is, after this week, you're not looking for innings eaters. You need your highest leverage guys. Is he there yet? I don't know that he's there yet, that you're trusting him in a playoff game and a close situation.
In a 5-game series or a 7-game series, you may need a guy like that.
Yeah, I mean, you may need David Morgan this week to come back and pitch some innings as well. That adds a little more depth to your bullpen. So if he does come back tomorrow, and we've talked about it before, AJ Preller is going to face a tough decision, I believe, in setting up his 26-man roster for the wild card series. Who do you leave off of that roster, bullpen-wise?
Yuki Matsui.
All right, that's fine. The fact that he hasn't been used that much would indicate that you could leave him off.
Can they? Can they choose? I thought he has like a weird contract. Like,
no, you can't. At the end of the season,
down.
You don't have to put anyone on a playoff roster. I believe there's nowhere to send anyone down. The minor league season is over. I believe you. You can't choose everyone.
Playing.
I believe you can just choose who you want.
26 guys.
Now you don't need all your starters necessarily.
You need 3.
Correct.
So you take your 3 starters, one of which will be Nick Pivetta. We know that. One of which I assume, will be Michael King. The 3rd slot is Yu Darvish, probably.
Do you leave then Dylan Cease and Randy Vasquez off your playoff roster, or do you put them into the bullpen in a role that they are not familiar with this season?
Is it 13-13?
It is 13-13.
So that leaves me with 10
But
arms.
if you're keeping them on the roster, you could add more bullpen guys. You could keep Marinaccio. You could keep David Morgan all around, but you might have to leave off Randy Vasquez and or Dylan Cease.
You could literally bring Vasquez, so that would be 4. Suarez 5, Morejon 6, Estrada 7, Miller 8, Kyle Hart 9, Peralta 10, Marinaccio 11, Bradley Rodriguez 12, and Yuki Matsui 13.
I still
or
maybe
you could put Dylan
Cease on there instead of Yuki, even just as a backup, just in case.
Just in case.
You don't have to pitch him if he's on the roster.
If someone gets injured, you can drop them. You just can't bring them back. I think the rest of the playoffs. If you change in the middle of the series, they're done for the postseason.
I honestly don't see anybody that I honestly don't see anybody that you would even need to leave off.
I just don't
other
know
than one starting pitcher.
I don't know what the rule for Randy Vasquez would be in a 3-game series.
I mean, the worst case scenario.
But why wouldn't, if you're going to have Ron Marinaccio on the team, he's also coming in the worst case scenario. Eat a couple of innings early in the game. I mean, when are you using Randy Vasquez in a 3-game series?
You may not.
In a longer series, you might need him to start.
Sure.
You might need, with less off days. I don't think Randy Vasquez is going to be on the wild card roster, would be my guess.
I would say he's almost certainly off, and Cease is like the question mark. But
Satan's Blowfish says we don't need to carry Hart over. I think I disagree. I think Kyle Hart can get a lefty out.
The left-handedness. He's clearly risen above Yuki Matsui.
100%.
As the lefty out of the bullpen. And you need lefties. So I would also guess that Kyle Hart will be part of your playoff bullpen just because of his left-handedness and your lack of
anything.
Confidence.
High leverage, low leverage, like whatever. He can kind of just get in there and be that utility reliever.
It's Wandy, then Hart, then Yuki, and your lefty.
Well, it's Morejon.
Well, Morejon, yes, but yes. After that,
he's at a different level.
He's on a different level.
Yeah,
you can use him anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere, anytime.
But in your lefty rankings, that's kind of where I think Schilt. At least that's where Schilt sees it right now. It's Wandy, then Hart, and then maybe 20 feet of crap and Yuki Matsui. I don't know. It's 50. It's not that
20,
far,
right.
but
maybe 10.
They're not using him much. That's for sure. As much as they like to say nice things about him, and Mike Schilt will never speak badly of a player, his usage will tell you what Mike Schilt really thinks of his players. Correct?
Yes, every time.
The guys in the clubhouse love Yuki.
Yeah,
they really do.
I mean,
but he's not trustworthy enough out of the bullpen. Can he get an out with a splitter here and there? Yeah, of course.
Could you get an out? Yes, you probably could.
But his usage would tell you that they don't believe that he should be pitching in important situations.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you don't need Kyle Hart. I'm not sure. I don't know.
We'll see.
But what here's the thing. I'm not looking at this going, oh man, somebody really good is going to get left off this roster. I mean, this is just the way that it is. I want If you have to literally just do 3 starters and 10 bullpen arms, do what you have to do.
I mean, it's tough. If you're facing, say, the Brewers in a 5-game series, and Yelich and Turang are coming up in an inning, I mean, do you trust? Who do you? It's tough.
Yeah,
it's tough to figure out who. It was easy for the Brewers. I mean, they made it easy last night.
Yeah,
all these lefties. You got 4 or 5 lefties in a row. Just throw them out there. Just throw them out there. Not going to be able to. You don't want to set that lineup generally against the Brewers in the playoffs.
Position player wise, McCoy is gone when Xander comes back.
Correct.
Would be my guess. So yeah, that makes that pretty simple. So yeah, I think the more guys in your bullpen that you trust, and I do think there's a level of trust. I think and we'll see how it goes out this week, right? We'll see how they're deployed this week because again, trying to win baseball games, but also needing to rest those high leverage guys is of utmost importance.
All right, that was the injury updates and the bullpen usage. We'll check traffic, come back. Were a couple other games in baseball last night. We can give you an update there as well next here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury.
This traffic report is brought to you by the California Office of Traffic Safety and Caltrans. Got a hit-and-run crash on the northbound side of the 805 at Palm Avenue, so lots of police activity. And then there's a stall northbound on the 5 at West Grape Street in the center divider. But a little bit after that at Balboa Avenue, you've got a 1-car crash. A car slipped down an embankment, so lots of police activity over here as well.
There are children, friends, and families walking, riding, on paths and roads every day. Remember, they're real people with loved ones who need them to get home safely. Protect our cyclists and pedestrians, because they're people too. Go safely, California. From the California Office of Traffic Safety and Caltrans.
I think you can pretty much write the book on the San Francisco Giants 2025 season as they lost to the St. Louis Cardinals 6-5 last night. Both teams are now 77 and 80, but both are 3.5 games now out of a wild card, chasing 3 teams in front of them with 5 games remaining. I would say both teams are now, if not mathematically eliminated, really there's no path forward for them. Tough season for Bob Melvin's group, who had a really good first half, but then fell apart in the second half, traded away everybody, started playing well again, got hot, got close. I think got like almost tied for a playoff spot there for a second, then fell back again at the end of the season, and probably will be some regrets at the end of the year as they evaluate what happened at the end of their season. Ironically, the hottest team in baseball right now, I mean, in the American League, it's still the Guardians, even though they lost their last game. But in the National League, it's the Atlanta Braves, who won their 9th game in a row, long after the Cows have already come home. They're 9 games under 500. They've been eliminated, but they've won 9 in a row now.
The worst. After
they beat the Washington Nationals yesterday. Acuna looking healthy, hit a monster home run. They could use a healthy season out of him. They did shut down Ozzy Albies for the rest of the year with a broken hamate bone, I believe. His future is a little up in the air, though, with Ha-Sung Kim now on that roster going into next season. So the Braves are playing out the string and playing it out well. Doesn't really matter.
He really was just in Tampa Bay for like
15 minutes.
A minute.
Yeah. Had very few
signed
ABs.
A multi-year, 2-year deal?
Yeah, 2-year deal.
He has an option
for
player
16.
option for $16 million for next year, which the Atlanta Braves now
on the hook for.
Yeah, if he decides, which I would imagine he will opt into it, I would think, after not doing a ton this year and then try to rebuild his value and go to free agency again next year. So I would think the Braves are planning on him being their shortstop next year after getting in. He had a home run this week. Probably going to fall in love with him like Padres fans did pretty quickly and expect him to be a part of the Atlanta Braves team next year. They just need to get some health back and figure some things out next year.
Yeah, we'll look forward to that, Greg.
Those were the only 2 games last night. Now we go back to the full schedule starting tonight, and every team is in action. You've got the Guardians taking on the Tigers for first place in the American League.
God.
Central, which is a huge series. You've got Boston trying to hold on to a playoff spot. You got the Astros now tiebreakered out against the Guardians, trying to win on the road. I think they're going to Sacramento this week in Anaheim. The Astros, I believe.
Astros are going to Sacramento.
Have Sacramento and Anaheim this week. So teams they can beat, but they're on the road and they don't have Yordan Alvarez. One team is going to get left out in the cold in the American League this week. And of course, a couple will be left out in the cold in the National League. The Diamondbacks playing the Dodgers, the Mets playing the Cubs, and the Reds playing the Pittsburgh Pirates starting tonight, with all 3 of those teams separated by just a game for that last Last remaining, only one playoff spot left in the National League.
Doesn't it feel good to have it locked down? Doesn't it
Yes.
just let it wash over you? Just if you haven't taken a moment yet, as Ben just presented all those insane scenarios, think about being a Guardians fan today, and you're like, "Ugh." Think about being a Tigers fan. You've lost how many in a row? 9 in a row?
10 at least.
9
Yeah.
to 10.
God.
And you're playing the team that's right behind you.
I'd be sick to my stomach.
It'd be
tonight.
awful. You didn't
But
want
you have Tarek Skubal on the mound.
My God.
You got to win this one if you're the Tigers.
Got to.
So it should be very interesting next few days in Major League Baseball. Oh, we'll come back hour number 3, including take on Woods, chance to go to discounted Las Vegas this week, and more coming up on 97.3 The Fan. Surprise.
I almost passed out from that one. How about another guttural yell for your San Diego Padres? Clinching a spot in the playoffs feels so good. I'm so glad it's not over. I mean, it gets way worse next week, but it's over for now. And man, that feels good. And Ben just laid out all the scenarios for all the other teams that are still grinding to get in a spot. We don't have to do that. We don't. We can argue the next week about what we should have done and what could have been and what may be. Doesn't matter. We're playing baseball in October. Don't take that for granted. You're allowed to be excited about it, even if you are the biggest doomer hater on the planet, right? You're allowed to be excited about this. Give you permission to let yourself dream on it, because that's really what sports should be about, is dreaming on really cool stuff happening. Really cool stuff happened last night at Petco Park. Certainly, we've been talking about it all morning. No guests today. May open the phones, hear how you guys are feeling as well, just to say hello. Always good to touch base, hear how you guys are feeling going into it. Maybe what we should do the next week or so. I really don't care. I'm just happy to be in. I really am. I'm just happy to be in. I'm Woodsy. That's Paul Reindl. He is the executive producer of this program. Paul, it is National Redhead Appreciation Day. Is there anybody you'd like to shout out off the top of your head?
Lucille Ball, perhaps.
Jessica Chastain.
Jessica Chastain.
Happy National Redhead Day to my beautiful redheaded, large-chested wife.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say Lauren Phillips. How'd you know? Look at him. Did you see the look? Did you see the look? Did you see the look? Did you see that?
What look was that? I didn't give a look.
Paulie, did you see it?
Yes.
Run it back.
Yes.
He knows.
Oh, my God.
You saw that, didn't you?
Did. Out of the corner of my eye.
Yeah,
it was like.
They smiled. Yeah. The bell went off. Ben Higgins.
Hi, good morning.
Your friendly neighborhood sports anchor joins us as well.
Wow.
How's it going?
I'm good. I'm wondering, 8 o'clock now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the players starting to wake up.
No,
maybe
not
a
a
few of
chance.
them. 8.
0% chance.
Not until 9 or 10.
They
have a game to play today.
There's a couple dads that are up right now.
Yeah.
Like, I was so nice seeing Jason Adam in the clubhouse last night. I thought that was so cool. You saw him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
He's up. He's not playing, but he's up. He's got, what, 4 kids, 3 kids?
Right.
He's up. Manny's up.
There's some hard-nosed grinders, too.
Manny's probably up right now going, oh, God. Oh, my God. Ugh. But, yeah, if Tatis is still asleep because he's ill.
Or he never got to sleep because he's ill.
Jackson Merrill will sleep till noon, is my guess. He's young. Those kids, what is he, 21?
Oh, yeah, Jackson's asleep,
noon.
I think. Yeah.
He probably has 4 alarms set to get to the ballpark today for a 6:40 start.
Oh, he loves the ball. He never leaves the ballpark. If he
Yeah, it's true.
He had his wish.
He'll be in early, but he's sleeping. Paulie just posted the picture. Man, he's just chugging tequila out of the bottle, which is just the greatest. Maybe he is asleep. Maybe he is asleep.
It was still watching on Padres TV last night as they were coming off the field and getting into the locker room and getting ready to start. You know, guys grabbing a couple of beers, but you got to wait for the skipper to get in there, say his speech and everything.
Yeah.
Everybody else had a couple of things to say, but when Manny was walking in the tunnel off the field, he stopped right before he got on the plastic wrap that was all over the floor in the lockers, reached down, took off the cleats. The shirt comes off, the glasses come on, and then it was on.
I can't get over him jamming those beers down his pants. It's my favorite thing ever, and I'm going to do it the next party I go to. I'm just going to start shoving Coors Lights down the waistband of my shorts. What would my wife do?
So he had
if
one
I was
in
at
each
a
hand.
barbecue and I walked up and was like, put one here, and one here.
You don't really know how much you've consumed, though, because some
You're
of it
pouring
gets
a bunch
sprayed.
out, yeah.
You're pouring. I mean, I had 2 beers, 1 glass of champagne, and 2 shots of tequila. You don't really know. Man, he wasn't like measuring out
No, he was just
shots.
going,
Some people got way too much on that pour.
Yeah,
no doubt about it.
Fermin,
that was 4 shots of tequila right there.
Fermin tucking the bottle into his goggles was incredible as well. A. Visser, boner killer, pops up the celebrations. The celebration seems too choreographed now. I did not see choreographed. They weren't doing dances and
was brought to you by Budweiser, Corbel, and Clase Azul.
That's right. But I don't think it was Corey. I saw some genuine joy
I think it was
there.
I think it was very real.
It was so fun, man. It was so fun. I love the Paul, you just put the picture up too of them FaceTiming Tatis. It was great. And, it just killed him. Now, I heard from some buddies that Padres Facebook was doing their thing last night, saying that, like, mad at Tatis for not being there, and then saying his teammates hate him anyway. And I'm like, oh, man, Padres Facebook is really like a wasteland. It is
you get mad at a guy for getting sick and missing something fun?
Yeah. You think he doesn't want to be there? Just shirtless, twerking, like that's where he shines. That's where he shines. Yeah. Hey, everyone gets to act like a Chippendales dancer tonight. And Tatis is like, no, I'm good. I'm going to stay home and watch.
Bad Bunny sound good? You guys want to put some Bad Bunny on? Okay, yeah, we'll just crank it up to 11.
I'll be home. I don't want to do that.
He's being responsible, not infecting everybody.
Yeah, I love it.
Resting, doing what he should do, and it must have been killing him not to be there.
It's the worst.
I almost feel like they have to do it again for him when he comes back.
Can you imagine? They just do it tonight. They lose tonight. They're like, let's run it back.
Let's do a run it back for
2-1 for Toddy.
No, they can. Great. If they clinch a division, you could do it again.
Yeah, Lisa says that's his natural habitat. Shirtless, dancing, having a ball, sunglasses on, hair flowing. Like, trust me, he wanted to be there. It sucks for him that he didn't. Now, the only thing to do is go out and do it again. Go out and win your first series, and then you get to do it again, and Toddy gets to be a part of it, hopefully.
You got 2 dubs in you next week?
Yeah, you got 2 dubs in you next week. You get to do it all over again, 100%. I loved it, man. I love seeing the guys cut loose. They deserve it. They work incredibly hard. They've grinded incredibly hard this season. I know it hasn't always been pretty. I know it's not the most aesthetically pleasing. I know I have problems with the way they play sometimes. But holy cow, man, to grind through that based on how kind of the season progressed, it started off so hot. And then the way that it progressed, it was like, oh boy. And they just never fell off the cliff. They didn't. They got kind of close.
They walked along the edge.
They walked along the edge. Never a 500 team, though, right? Never.
No.
Never a 500 baseball team.
No.
All season long. So they did what they needed to do. And, yeah, there were some missed opportunities along the way. No question. No question they missed an opportunity to run away, really, with the West had they just beaten some other teams. But nothing you can do about it now, man. You look forward, figure out how to win 2 games in Chicago, more than likely next week. And I'm very happy for them, very proud of them. It's been an honor and delight most of the time to cover that team this year.
After they won their first 7 games, I believe they never fell. I think 5 games above 500 was the worst they got. 39 and 34 after they got swept by the Dodgers in June.
Yeah.
And then they recovered a little bit, and that was the worst they were the rest of the season.
Yep. And they still may get to 90. Schilte's magic 90.
Yeah, they're back to 15 games above 500. Very solid. 86 and 71. They would need to go 4-1 in their last 5 games to get to 90 to keep Mike Schilt's streak going of always managing 90-win teams in a full season. I don't know if they're going to get there. It depends. I think it highly depends on what other teams do and what you have to play for in these last 5 games.
No doubt.
But, we'll see what happens tonight and what they've got left in the tank after last night.
Thanks to all the tier 1s, man, for showing up every single morning for us as well. And it's been awesome. And hopefully it just keeps rolling. We're not, when the season ends, we're still going to be here. So we just got to figure out other stuff to talk about, but we will still be here. But thank you guys for being here every morning. Can't sit here and
say it's not cool when it's 5:58 and there's several hundred people waiting in the chat room for you to start the show.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. People love this team.
Here's a question for both of you. What do you guys feel is the most celebratory form of alcohol?
Ooh.
Because champagne is traditionally the celebratory drink. I thought what Manny did with the high-end tequila is very good, but some people will go with a good bourbon.
What do you? Well, so
I don't know.
What's your celebratory question?
Like you're celebrating something big, an accomplishment. What do you get yourself?
Yeah, what's the scene? It's totally.
I guess it does matter what the scene.
So
is.
if the 3 of us went out to celebrate a nice ratings book, right? I would get myself a nice bourbon.
A nice bourbon,
an
old fashioned.
Yeah, like a nice old fashioned with a good solid bourbon. But if a celebration like that, which I've never really gotten to do, you got to have champagne.
Is
and
that
beer.
Should every line of work have an ability to have a champagne spraying celebration somehow?
Like you're a plumber and you just plumbed your ass off for like a month. And they're like, bro,
For a
you're
whole
getting
season, like a whole 8 months.
8 months. Like
you're named plumber of the year,
Yeah,
and you
and
should be able to celebrate with spraying champagne on people.
I would love to be a part. We've done, the adult ball championship with water bottles. You throw, that's fun, and you throw seeds and all that. That's great. That's a blast. But it's not like that.
We kind of keep it with sports, though.
But you always remember, for like adult league, you're at a high school, and you have to pick up all the crap when it's over. So it's like, hey, relax. Also, it's adult ball, so nobody cares. But I think that would be such a blast to do something like that. But what about you? What's your celebratory?
I kind of lean toward you, kind of a nice ganja, aka cannabis.
Always a good,
probably a nice bourbon. Although high-end tequila is really good. Really nice bottle of wine, like a red wine.
Loose
cannabis.
Yeah, and wine. It's a good combo. Paulie, what about you? Bourbon.
Yeah, probably. Again, it all depends.
And loose cannabis. Yes, I get it.
It all just depends, though. It's like, yeah, are you doing this like rager where you're just spraying beer and throwing alcohol around, or is it like
Jaeger
toasting a nice cocktail out at dinner?
Not that hot. Beer does not smell good.
No,
after you sprayed it around everybody,
no,
it's like the worst smell possible.
It's not great.
Champagne isn't great either.
No, nothing really is great.
No.
Margarita mix all over you don't want that either.
I mentioned it earlier. I was lucky enough to, I think did they clinch on like a Saturday last year? In the when did they beat the Braves?
The triple in the wild card.
The wild card
It would
round.
have been on Wednesday.
Still in the week.
Yeah, it would have been on Wednesday.
I was down there for that.
Yeah, it was Wednesday.
And they really, like, the media, you're kind of just circling around like closer to the lockers than the beer in the middle, and you're just observing. And I walked out of there. I got back to my car. I was soaked in this beer champagne concoction, and my car smelled for like 5 days afterwards.
If you ever had to work open at a bar, you walk in, you're like
sticky. You can still smell it.
Disgusting.
Yeah,
disgusting. Not the greatest smell. The locker room smells like death right now. Death. Trust me, it smells like death.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't talk about how excruciating it must have been for the staff.
Oh my
with that game last night, the way that it played out, and almost
extra innings,
almost going the other way every single time. I mean, it must have been snip, snap.
We said
snip,
yesterday
snap.
the worst possible way to do it is an extra inning game, and you've got to put up all the plastic, and you have to have the beer and champagne on ice, but you also have to be ready to tear it down immediately and have no sign of it when the players walk back into the clubhouse if they lose the game.
Yeah.
So they had it all up, but they were ready to pull it away and hide it off for another day if the Milwaukee Brewers ended up winning that game last night.
And the good news is they got a little time because the guys run out, they do a picture, they're walking around seeing their families and stuff, and that's good.
Get your t-shirts.
But normal, I mean, if they're up 12-1 in the 8th, you're like, let's go. Let's get it going right now. We can have it all set up. It was awesome, man. I want to see a few more of those celebrations this year. I really do. Kind of hooked on them at this point.
Just got a little.
If they have another potential clincher at home this season, you going?
Adam did not get me a credential, as you know, so probably not.
Damn it, Adam.
All right. I mean,
well, it can't. I mean, unless they pass the Cubs or the Dodgers, they won't get a clincher at home in the wild card round.
Right?
Would you be able to contain yourself in there? Now that I'm thinking about it,
possibly in a division series, could happen.
I couldn't. I couldn't just be an innocent bystander on the side.
Like, I drag you down there, I'll film, give you a mic. Are you able to? You're going to be like shotgunning beers with?
I'm going to try. If they want me, if he wants me to, I absolutely can be peer pressured into shotgunning beers with those guys. Absolutely, I would love it. Which is why I don't go. That's why I don't go. I'm smart.
Not supposed to.
I know. I'm not supposed to.
Darnay would just look at you and just. Ugh.
Oh yeah, can you imagine everyone
let them down.
Looking down their nose at me in there? I can't stand it. They already do it anyway.
Woods is on one knee with a beer bong. Manny's just
what's better than that? You want to fire me for that? Fire me. Fine. Like,
bro thinks he's on the team.
I got to do that. It'd be so fun. It'd be so fun. No, let's do it at a World Series parade.
That sounds right.
Yeah,
that sounds right. All right, just quickly, I just got this email, little news involving your San Diego Padres, probably scheduled for this morning, but just happened to be today. Fernando Tatis Jr. has announced the launch of the Fernando Tatis Full Count Foundation, a charitable nonprofit organization with a mission to support young athletes and strengthen the future of baseball by providing financial literacy, education, and assistance. I think this is tied in with his lawsuit against Big League Advance.
Yes.
and trying to help other young players maybe not make the mistake that he thought that he may have made with that company where he committed a lot of his future earnings and, help them financially. Probably partly his lawyers helping set this up as well, but they did just announce that this morning, which is some interesting news from the www.tatisfoundation.org. If you want to check it out. They're also raising some money for Jackson Merrill's Merrill Madness Foundation, which also benefits young athletes as well, helping pay the costs for underprivileged athletes to play like youth baseball and stuff.
Yeah,
and they're unveiling a mural, I believe, this morning at 11 o'clock.
I believe you're right.
For Jackson Merrill, and they're going to have the muralists out there, and I believe Eric Rupner is going to be part of that today as well, as part of the new Jackson Merrill Madness Foundation.
Love it, man. I love these foundations, trying to give back, do some good.
All right, let's take a time out. When we come back, it is time for Take on Woods, another opportunity to qualify for the Eagles at the Sphere Las Vegas, the Stay at the Venetian, the $100 gas card. It is musical trivia time if you want to be our contestant. The lines are going to be open momentarily at 833-288-0973. Paulie will pick a contestant, then you go head-to-head against Woods for your chance to qualify for the trip to Las Vegas and the grand prize drawing at the end of the month. That is all coming up next after traffic on 97.3 The Fan.
Quickly, gang, if you're trapped in that high-rate mortgage, watching your hard-earned money vanish, fly out the window every single month, stop right now. Loan Pronto, they are delivering the lowest mortgage rates in 3 years. Their rate reduction home loan program is pretty incredible, streamlined, low-cost way to slash your house payments by hundreds of dollars a month. Who couldn't stand to save a few $100 a month on your house payment? You can lock in a fixed rate as low as 4.99% APR, close in as little as 2 weeks, no appraisal needed in most cases, and you could even skip your next 2 house payments entirely. So don't wait, because rates this low won't last forever. Call Loan Pronto now for your free, no obligation quote. Just call them. Get the process started. Loan Pronto is incredible. Lower payments, more money in your pocket. Fresh start with a better mortgage. 619-207-4336 or go to loanpronto.com. Lock in that new low rate today. Don't let high rates hold you back. 619-207-4336 or loanpronto.com. Equalizing lender, NMLS 1661781. Subject to lender approval. NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Until 10 o'clock this morning on a celebratory Tuesday as the Padres clinch a playoff berth for back-to-back seasons. Just the second time in franchise history. It was dramatic. We're going to talk more about the 5-4 win in 11 innings over the Milwaukee Brewers last night, coming up at the bottom of the hour. But right now, we got a contestant on the line, so let's get to it. Paulie, it is time for Take On Woods. Take On Woods, brought to you by Bay Alarm, security and fire alarms for every business. We got you, and we got Brian on line 4 today. Good morning, Brian. How are you?
Doing good. How's it going, Ben?
It's good. We have 5 grand prize qualifiers so far this month. Time is running out. You could be number 6 today if you can beat or tie Woods in our 5 questions of musical trivia. If you do, we'll put you into the drawing for the trip to see the Eagles at the Sphere Las Vegas, 2 tickets to the show on January 30th, a 2-night stay at the Venetian Resort, a Vivey VIP package, and a $100 gas card. Get your own Eagles tickets, their residency at the Sphere through next year at Ticketmaster.com. And to give you the advantage, Woods has left the studio. You get to pick our category for today. Here are your choices. We still have the mystery category. The one-word 2-second song title will appear in all the other 4 answers. We have a sight for sore eyes. Those are oldies that all end in the word eyes, and that's all 2-second songs. And we have our new category, the blank of love. Every song title ends of love. You just have to figure out what comes first. So, the mystery category, a sight for sore eyes, or the blank of love. Brian, what would you like to play?
Let's go mystery.
The mystery category. All right, this is always a fun one. This one should be fun. Remember, the one-word title of the 2-second song will then appear in the other 4 song title answers. So once you figure that out, you know what's coming in the rest of the 4 questions. You'll have 60 seconds to answer as many as you can. If you don't know one, you can pass. We'll come back to it later on. And if you get some of the other ones, that should also get you the first one if you didn't get it as well. So keep that in mind. 60 seconds on the clock. Paul, you'll start you with our music. You need to give me that song title and the artist to score the point. Brian, are you ready to play?
Batter up.
All right, let's do it. The mystery category today. Your time begins when Paul plays our 2-second song. Good luck, Brian. Let's take on Woods.
Drive the cars.
Correct. Sammy Hagar wrote which 1984 hit in response to getting a speeding ticket outside Albany, New
Drive
York.
55.
Correct. Rihanna references a 57 Cadillac in which car-themed 2007 hit.
Pass.
The Beatles wrap up which 1965 song by repeating the phrase beep, 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 yeah.
Baby, you can drive my car.
Correct. Which 2012 top 10 hit for Train isn't about a shooting, it's about falling in love quickly.
Go back to the first one.
All right. Rihanna references a 57 Cadillac in which car-themed 2007 hit.
Drive me crazy.
Incorrect. Which 2012 top 10 hit for Train isn't about a shooting, it's about falling in love quickly.
Line drive.
Incorrect. We got 3 out of the 5. Not bad, though. Drive, obviously, was the key word in the mystery category. The ones you didn't get, Shut Up and Drive by Rihanna and Drive By Train. Let's bring Woods back in. Stay on the line, Brian. We'll see if your score holds up.
Thank you.
Woods gets the same 5 questions, the same 60 seconds. Let's reset everything. Got headphones on. Paul, ready to go? Woods, your time begins when Paul plays the music. Good luck. Let's take on Brian.
Drive by the car.
Correct. Sammy Hagar wrote which
I can't
1980.
drive 55.
Correct. Rihanna references a 57 Cadillac in which car-themed 2007 hit.
I'll come back to it.
The Beatles wrap up which 1965 song by repeating the phrase beep, 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 yeah.
Drive my car.
Correct. Which 2012 top 10 hit for Train isn't about a shooting, it's about falling in love quickly.
Drive my tank?
Incorrect. Rihanna references a 57 Cadillac in which car-themed 2007 hits.
Drive me crazy.
No! And we got a tie!
Wow.
That's good enough for Brian. Brian, congratulations. You are in the drawing. The category, mystery category, actually. Drive, obviously. But
Right.
the ones you didn't get, same ones he didn't get. Shut Up and Drive by Rihanna.
Yep.
And Drive By Train.
Never heard of it.
You probably have heard it. Beep, 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 yeah. I really have to stop doing this to myself.
What an ear, Paulie. That was brilliant.
Beep, 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 yeah.
I'd like that on my phone when you call me. This will never happen.
That's your ringtone.
Beep, 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 beep.
Beep,
yeah.
beep, beep, beep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the one last week?
Yeah.
That laid me out? You
The
never
the
wanna-
Ben drop?
Yes, you never make love to, what was the one?
Oh. Just give me one second.
We get gold from Take on Woods.
We do.
We never knew we were
Song lyrics.
Yeah,
But
yeah, song lyrics.
I never knew whether to get married or not.
No, that was
No.
good. But the you never make love to me.
When I came home last night, you wouldn't make love to me. Also, song lyrics.
Also song lyrics.
That
Just
was
incredible.
Rick James, right?
Yes, yes.
All right,
Yeah.
Brian,
We
hang
got
on.
a few.
Big boppers.
Big Boppers is great.
Hang on. I've always heard that called like a gusher or a geyser.
Right. Yep.
Brian, Paulie will get your information during the break. When we come back, we're going to reopen the phone lines for
Beep,
Padres
beep,
fans.
beep,
beep, beep, beep, beep, beep, beep, beep, beep. Yeah. Talk about playoff clinching and what comes next for your San Diego Padres on San Diego. You got business to take care of here. You can't
What's
just
funnier than that?
What is funnier than that? Nothing.
a little different beep, from my beep,
perspective.
beep, beep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just doing your job.
You got it right, right?
You nailed it.
They nailed it.
You had the beat. Everything was perfect. God, that's good.
All right, before we go anything further, let's talk about trustandwill.com.
Right now.
I know. Trustandwill.com is where Woods and I went at the end of last year. we were approached and said, hey, do you guys have your wills ready? And we go, should we? And they said, yes. Do you have families? Do you have assets? Do you have things that you want to take care of before you're gone? We said, yes. And they, well, do it then.
What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for? Go to trustandwill.com. Instead of going to a lawyer and paying a ton of money for billable hours, this is an online, affordable way that you can get the same documents, a legal will and trust for your family that they'll have in case something should befall you.
That's exactly right. You don't want you to be befell. You need to make sure that your business is handled. That's what happens when you have kids and family and everything else. Make sure that you go to trustandwill.com. Use the code radio20 when you check out. Going to give you 20% off, which is an incredible deal of an already very reasonable price. But yeah, they keep it really, really simple. Takes 25, 30 minutes. At least it did for me and Ben. Could take you a little bit longer. Could take you shorter as well.
With a trust, you can avoid the hassle, or your family can avoid the hassle of probate court, which is a lengthy legal process. It's expensive, and it ties up your assets for months. With a trust, your family can get immediate access to all of your funds after you're gone, but you got to do it. You can't just imagine it. You have to actually do it. Go to trustandwill.com. Use the code radio20 at checkout. Get 20% off at trustandwill.com.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Humul Casino Resort, now open.
All right, it's a special morning, and special mornings mean special privileges, like in Shawshank. Special duty, special privileges.
That's right. That's how we all ended up sitting on drinking ice cold Bohemia beer at 6 o'clock in the morning.
So that means
that
we're
would mean
gonna...
you're Hadley, the hardest screw to ever work. Yeah, special privileges.
Special privileges this morning mean the phone lines are now open. If you'd like to join us, Padres fans, 833-288-0973. Your team doesn't clinch a playoff spot very often. It's only happened, let's see, nine times in the entire history of the franchise that they've had a playoff clinching game. And by the way, like 2022, it happened and they didn't clinch with a win either. They lost that game. So,
yep.
And it's never happened with a walk-off win. Happened with a triple play last year, which was really cool. But a walk-off winner like that is new. So if you'd like to join us, 833-288-0973. Talk about the Padres, playoffs, anything.
Every topic's on the table.
We are get to that right after a check of traffic here on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury.
This traffic report is brought to you by the California Office of Traffic Safety and Caltrans. Loading up on the 15 northbound at Valley Parkway, 2 right lanes are blocked, all because of a collision. And the 5 southbound at Canyon Road, you've got another accident. This one's off on the shoulder. The 805 northbound just spotted another wreck at Telegraph Canyon Road.
There are children, friends, and families walking, riding on paths and roads every day. Remember, they're real people with loved ones who need them to get home safely. Protect our cyclists and pedestrians because they're people too. Go safely, California. From the California Office of Traffic Safety and Caltrans.
If you really want to throw in a debate topic, which is always good on phone lines, the thing that most people disagreed with in our chat this morning was how do the Padres now handle the last 5 games of the season? Do you go all out to try to either win the division or pass the Cubs and get at least a home playoff series in the wild card, or Do you just say, hey, let's let them go and just rest as many guys as possible, so when you do go on the road to face the Cubs, you will at least be as healthy as you can be, and your bullpen will be as refreshed and ready as it possibly can be.
Yes.
And that seemed to be, I mean, we saw diametrically opposite opinions this morning about what they thought the Padres should do. If the division is still in play, go for the division. Until you're eliminated, go as hard as you possibly can. But remember, the Padres have gone pretty hard these last 3 or 4 days
they
with
have.
bullpen usage already. And you're now running the risk of potentially weakening yourself before the playoffs by just going to try to improve your home field advantage situation in the first round.
I mean, and again, I can't sit in here and make that argument every year, the rest versus rust, and so defend rest. I do it every year. If a team gets knocked out that has a bye, Ben, and people try to bring up the rest versus rust, I flip out every single year. I can't change my mind here. Rest is going to be better for this team, in my opinion. I don't run a team, but if I did, I'd be resting guys right now. I would.
All right, let's go to the phone lines, 833-288-0973. And right at the top of the board, we got a celebrity to kick things off.
Oh, wow.
Callers, say hello to Woodsy.
Hello, is it me?
Yes, it is you, Bobby.
Oh, hey.
Bobby Cressy?
Yes, it is.
Oh, you beautiful people. I'm driving my daughter to school, and I heard you say open phones, and so I had to call in because, man, the day after you clinch is a special day, and it's always good to talk to you guys.
Always good to talk to you, buddy.
Yeah, man, you know, I was thinking postseason. I knew we were going to get in. We had like a whole week to make it happen, so I didn't expect to be as excited as I actually was last night.
I know.
When they grinded that game out, and then everybody spraying beers. I'm like, oh, don't overdo it, guys. But then all of a sudden, I find myself getting super pumped up.
I know.
So, and getting all romantic about fall baseball, man. Freaking beautiful. It gets dark early. It gets blazing hot, and then it gets cold.
Yeah.
And man, it's like the pumpkin spice in the air. It's a beautiful time of year, man. And I don't want to take it for granted because this doesn't happen all the time.
You're right, man. You're absolutely right, Bobby. I feel the same way. It is a magical. You do get misty-eyed and romantic when you see your team, you know, running into the clubhouse to celebrate. It never gets old.
For those who are unaware, Bobby is the stadium organist at Petco Park. Very talented. Will you be gracing Petco Park for Sunday's last game of the season?
Yes, sir. I'll be there tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow, Wednesday, day game too, yeah.
Yes, I'll be there tomorrow. I'll be there Sunday. And Lord willing, I will be there in the second week of October.
That would be incredible. And of course, let's already get you on the books for the Christmas and holiday extravaganza. Bobby plays the piano for us at our Christmas show he has for many years now. So we want to make sure that we've got you dialed in for that.
That sounds great. I'll definitely have my agent talk to you guys.
All right.
We'll see what we can work out.
Send him to my agent.
Our agent talk to your agent.
He'll never
we'll get
hear
things
back.
worked out. Thank you, Bobby. All right, that's a good way
Love
to
you
start.
guys.
Love you, buddy.
That's a good way to start callers. Let's keep it going. Here we got old friend Lenny and La Mesa.
Lenny,
is on the line.
Holy
Lenny, how you been?
smokes. How you doing, buddy?
Playoffs! How
Playoffs!
exciting was last night, boys?
So
that was
good.
great.
God, that
that
was great.
exciting.
What a win.
You know, my feeling is it'll work its way out. I'm happy to go to Chicago. Got to play them on the road. Padres are solid. It'd be great if we could get the home field, but the Cubs are going to win a game or so, and it really doesn't matter. You want to get you guys all lined up. We need Pavetta. We need King to win a couple games for us. It's exciting times, you know. I mean, I remember years ago when we didn't even talk about this stuff, and now going to the tournament every year is just a normal thing for us. So the expectations are higher. It's great in San Diego. That's all I got.
You're the best.
That's
dude.
great,
Padres
Lenny.
and Aztecs. That's all I got.
Glad you're still picking up the phone. Give us a call, Lenny. I appreciate it.
Playoffs? What talk about? Playoffs? You kidding me?
833-288.
Playoffs?
Jim Mora.
Oh,
the legendary Jim Mora.
30 years old, 20 years
At
old?
least.
It never
now.
doesn't
still
make me
hits.
laugh. It always makes me laugh. Playoffs.
Playoffs?
It's the stud of the
playoffs. My question: who was the reporter who
Playoffs?
asked the question that sparked that?
How do you
rant?
think you guys, Jim? How do you think you guys are set up for the playoffs this year?
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs?
Face, dude.
It ends there on this clip, but when he keeps going on, he's like, I just hope we win a game.
I win a game. You have tears in my eyes. Every time I hear it, it makes me laugh. So good.
833-288-0973. Let's see. Is this Nate?
Yes, this is Nate.
Hey, Nate. How are you?
Nate. Good. I'm doing great. You know, I actually thought I was going to go to bed early last night. I ended up having some beers while they were drinking beers. And so, yeah, needless to say, me and the puppy, we slept in till, the puppy slept in till 8. I slept in till probably 6. But I say keep the foot on the gas.
Okay.
And just, yeah, because, you know, the fans deserve it. And we don't punt. We're not the Dodgers. We're the Padres.
Let me ask you a
just
question.
Keep pushing on the gas.
Let me ask
you
you
know,
a question.
and one guy.
I want to ask. Do you think if we like really put it on the gas, right? And you know, everybody's in there tonight and everybody's available and you know, whatever. Like the foot on the gas, that's what that means when I hear that. Because I think you can do both. I do. I think you can put your foot on the gas, but also ease up when you need to. If you look up at that scoreboard and the Cubs are up 7-1 in the third, you can take your foot off the gas, in my opinion. There's no reason to spin your wheels. I do think it's dependent, which is why it's kind of weird, Nate, is because if you had told me, hey, if the Padres win the next 4 games, they'll have home field advantage, I would say go after it. If you didn't need a ton of help, and you need some help, you know, things got to kind of break your way and you have to win. So it's kind of the double for me. Will you be mad next Tuesday if, you know, Mason Miller's thrown 75 pitches 3 days before? You know, like that's kind of what I'm thinking. Sure. But it's, you know, to each their own.
Correct. Yeah, I saw somebody in the chat room. They said, what did they say? They said, you know, say we ended up clinching the West, which would, you know, be a miracle. But he said you get more rest if, you know, he was saying you'll get more rest if you clinch somehow.
Yeah.
But that's the only positive thing that I saw on the chat that I was like, wow, that made sense.
You do, but you need
the
so
Dodgers
much.
are playing next week too, though.
Yeah,
the Dodgers
if you were playing for a bye,
you're not playing for any
that would
extra
change
rest.
things as well. But
it's home or away.
Even if you pass the Dodgers, you are still playing on Tuesday.
On a wild,
there is
card.
no scenario in which the Padres do not play Tuesday. 1 week from today, they will play a game. It will be either in Chicago.
It'll be here.
Or it'll be here.
You cannot get the 1 or 2 seed.
If it's here, it'll either be against the Cubs, or if you pass the Dodgers, it'll be against the 6th seed, which could either be the Mets, the Reds, or the Diamondbacks.
Right.
Those are now the 3 opportunities remaining. Game next Tuesday, Padres at Cubs, much most likely. Then Cubs at Padres, second most likely. And then Mets, Diamondbacks, or Reds at Padres, least likely, but still a potential possibility for your San Diego Padres.
Yeah. Yeah, and Satan's Blowfish, good point here. Do you guys want to play a Petco or do you want the bullpen? Because you can't have both.
I mean, you can. Baseball happens. You could win games without using your higher leverage relievers that much. It's just not that likely.
Correct. I mean, could it happen? Sure.
I mean, the depth of the Padres bullpen is pretty spectacular.
It is.
You know, guys like Bradley Rodriguez and Ron Marinaccio or the envy of other teams. Like managers are going, I wish that was my second or third guy out of the pen, and that's the 7th guy out of the Padres pen. So they do have that advantage that they can still employ.
Well, even if they were kind of needing to scrap and win a couple of these games, they've crushed the bullpen the last few nights. The bullpen would be down kind of anyway tonight.
True.
And I know you have an off day Thursday, but the bullpen would be down tonight. And if it wasn't down tonight, that's malpractice. You know, honestly, like depending
tonight's the one.
Tonight's the one.
You have to, if you want to play for home field advantage.
Yeah.
You have to find a way to win tonight without really using
Correct.
any of your high leverage relievers.
If you do that, okay.
If the Cubs have lost and you've got a 3-2 lead in the 9th inning and you're trying to protect it, maybe Mason Miller can come in and get the save because he didn't pitch yesterday.
Correct.
It's still using a lot. You're hoping it's a quick inning, and then he's off certainly Wednesday and Thursday with the day game after the night game. But maybe you use Mason Miller. You cannot use Robert Suarez.
No.
You cannot use Adrian Morejon.
Estrada.
Would not bring in Jeremiah Estrada today.
No.
It's very little in your way of options if you're Mike Schilt.
Yeah.
For today's game.
Correct.
Gotta be careful.
Got to be careful.
That's just a non-negotiable. That's just a non-negotiable.
Correct.
We don't want extra innings tonight.
No.
Please, no extra innings again tonight.
No. Agreed.
Now, the Brewers will also be using some of their lower leverage relievers, I would think, tonight.
They burned through quite a few last night as well.
They did.
Both teams used 7-8 pitchers, felt like. So.
And this will be the game that Randy Vasquez. There's no quick hook for Randy tonight.
You're wearing it, buddy.
Randy got
110.
What was it, 2 1/3 on?
That's
last time he went out.
That's
that
not happening.
ain't, unless something goes wrong and he gets hurt or it's really brutal. Randy Vasquez is going his longest outing of the season.
Well, you want that third time through the order? How about 6 times through the order?
Hey, you want 3? I'll give you 6.
You wanted more opportunity, Randy?
got it.
Tonight is your opportunity to go deep into a ball game.
I love Randy Vasquez, and I hope he shoves tonight.
Me too.
Which could happen. He's a gamer.
Difficult.
I think he'll embrace that challenge.
I do too. He's
we
like, cool,
need
all you
6,
guys
maybe
feeling good?
7.
You guys all
7 would be
feeling
good.
Behind me,
Got
everyone-
8 in you, Randy, tonight.
Everyone vomiting on their jerseys tonight. Cool. I'll just take the rock. No big deal. Yeah, that's what we need. We need some length and girth from Randy tonight.
And I don't mind. I don't mind that at all.
Nope.
All right, we've got
It'd be
an
fun
hour
to watch a Padre game.
We got an
tonight,
hour
by
to
the
go.
way.
We still have callers calling in. If we didn't get to you, you can try to stay there if you want. We do have a roundup report, some headlines to get to. Haven't even talked about last night's football game, which if you watched any of it before the Padres started, another terrific primetime football game.
They are writing a lot of good scripts.
I feel dirty talking about it today.
Well, Paulie will hit it in the things we missed headline in the roundup report.
Like it.
Coming up in our next segment, and a pretty big day for the city of San Diego. Paulie will explain it all and more coming up in the final hour of Ben and Woods. Don't go anywhere, Tier 1s. It's a Clinch Tuesday on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. Final hour of Ben and Woods. And, of course, we will have more Padres baseball. Slightly hungover, stale beer-smelling Padres baseball tonight at 6:40. Game 2 of the series against the Milwaukee Brewers, 5:40. Eco Water SoCal pregame show with Sammy Levitt, who was well prepared as he always was, wearing his plastic-wrapped outfit in the clubhouse last night. Some came prepared, some ended up drenched in alcohol. You can go either way, but Sammy always goes prepared. And if you haven't checked out, by the way, make sure you follow our social media feeds, 97.3 The Fan SD, X, Instagram. A lot of really good videos from last night. Tony Gwynn Jr. doing interviews down in the clubhouse during the celebration. Got videos from Sam Levitt and others. Lots of really good content. Manny says some bad words celebrating. It's kind of exciting to hear him say that.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of good stuff. If you haven't checked it out on social media yet, you really should be.
Yeah, if you like content.
Yeah, a lot of content. Adam loves content.
Adam loves
Adam
content.
Adam was very excited last night at the levels of content. He was not in there, though, screaming questions.
No, he was not.
I know Peter Seidler no longer with us to yell, is it extra sweet because it was against the Dodgers.
What?
What'd you say, boy?
Let's hear it. Do you have it?
But I did see John.
Is it extra sweet because it's against the Dodgers?
He could have screened something at John Seidler.
Do you have the
last
whole
night.
one? The one where he has to repeat himself. It's Pete and repeat.
Pete and repeat. Peter and repeater.
Yeah. The long version.
Not have been better. Congratulations to our players. Is it extra sweet because it's against the Dodgers? What? Is it extra sweet because it's against the Dodgers? A little bit.
I could listen to it all day. The voice crack at the beginning.
Is it extra sweet because it's against the Dodgers?
What is it?
The voice crack one is not as loud, but maybe better.
It's maybe better.
Sneaky better.
Sneaky better.
All right, here's number one.
Number one.
Is it extra sweet because it's against the Dodgers?
And here's number two.
Is it extra sweet because it's against the Dodgers?
Was he wearing like a COVID mask or what was going on?
Something. Did he have a mouthpiece in? It's sweet because against the Dodgers.
Is it extra sweet because it's against the Dodgers?
Brewers.
Just spitting all over Peter Seidler. Just there's no way he wasn't. That dude. What a
Is it extra sweet because it's against the Dodgers?
Somebody Beatrice says he's doing the Chubby Bunny challenge. You jam marshmallows. Chubby Bunny. Yeah, it had his retainer in. Holy cow. It was so good. So good. Now we missed that. Adam was not down there. I don't think he's listening today. It's Rosh Hashanah.
Right.
So he's atoning or doing something for his sins.
All right, let's move on. A little headlines with Paulie
Sorry
and the
for
roundup
making
report.
the guys do a round table.
Please forgive me.
And get things started here with our today's edition of the Rindle Report.
Now tuned into the greatest.
Welcome to the Rindle Report with Paul Rindle.
Hi, Paul.
All right.
2 stories from the world of sports that we haven't gotten to yet.
We'll start off in Major League Baseball.
And 1 story that you didn't know you needed.
Are you laughing, biatch?
It's the Rindle Report
Hey, Paul, how you doing? Okay, how are you?
on 97.3 The Fan.
Are you ready to bless the mood? I need some help, please.
That was good.
Can I get a yeah? Oh, yeah.
All right.
All right.
All
The Roundup Report brought to you by your local Kia dealers. Visit kia.com to discover movement that inspires. Let's start in the NFL, gentlemen. We did have Monday Night Football last night. Totally understand if you missed it with the Padres playing as well. Watched about the first half on TV, then flipped over to the Padres game. It was a really good game between the Detroit Lions visiting the Baltimore Ravens. Potential Super Bowl matchup. You never know. Ended up switching the football. They got the iPad treatment muted, just kind of checking in on it. Pretty phenomenal game. Detroit went on the road and went into Baltimore and won 38-30. So Detroit moves to 2-1 on the year. Baltimore drops to 1-2 on the early season, but Lamar Jackson was just never able to get super comfortable. He was sacked, I believe, 7 times by the Detroit defense last night.
Derrick Henry has
Fumbled again.
Fumbled it 3 times
Yeah,
on
man.
43 touches, Ben. That's like 1 out of every.
What do you do with a guy
I
like
feel
that?
like if he's a rookie, you just never give him the ball
He
again.
never
This is
plays again.
Derrick Henry, it's not common.
So check this out. On 683 touches from week 18 of 22 through the end of 24, he fumbled 3 times. On 683
over
touches.
2 full seasons.
Correct.
3 fumbles.
3 fumbles in 683 touches. He has fumbled 3 times on 43 this year. It just doesn't make any sense. What do you do? Hang on to the ball. He's like, I know what to do. It's not doing it. I mean, it's excruciating. If you're a Ravens fan, you're like, what do you do? What do you do? That's your guy. Like, you got to ride that guy all the way.
Trust him.
You got to trust him.
Got to
They
trust
don't figure
him.
it out.
The Lions running game, 2-headed monster, very impressive. Jameer Gibbs, David Montgomery, 4 touchdowns, 2 each. Outgained the Ravens 224-85 on the ground. Now the Ravens are in an interesting spot because they're all in this season. The Chiefs, of course, are all in the AFC. They play each other next week. They're both 1-2.
Yeah.
One of those teams, unless there's a tie,
Could be 1-3.
going to be 1-3 through the first quarter of the football season. That's a big game next week for both of those teams now. Big game. By the way, running back injuries, bad this week. James Conner, Cardinals,
he's
out
here.
for the season, foot injury. Najee Harris, Chargers running back, out for the season, Achilles injury. Biggest one, though, not running back. Nick Bosa out for the season, torn ACL. 49ers have had ragged injury luck the last
Every
couple
year.
of years. Yeah, really
Every
bad.
year. Somebody else.
Off to a hot start, but they now have to do it without Nick Bosa the rest of the year.
All right, that's it for the NFL. We said it earlier. There's only like 2 other games in baseball last night. Pretty slow.
Very low-key
sports night. Let's go to the NBA real quick, I guess. If you have any Houston Rockets fans in your life, reach out to them. Just give them a hug. They're not having a very good day today. Of course, they acquired Kevin Durant in the offseason. That always puts the team at least in championship contender conversations, except Houston will now be without their star point guard, Fred VanVleet. He suffered a torn ACL. I would assume at training camp practice or whatever.
They were doing like training camp in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Or like early season and then
Off-season workout is what it's officially labeled as. But
like Club 40, Camp 44 or
Okay.
something for their
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
It was with the team.
Got it.
In the Bahamas working out, but an off-season injury.
Oh, that's
he's a former All-Star. He's been around there kind of in this transition that the Rockets have had, culminating in acquiring Kevin Durant,
Right.
and he was supposed to be a huge part of their team this year.
He just acquired KD to go all in.
He
and
signed Van Fleet signed a 2-year, $50 million deal this offseason, and he will be out all season long.
I'd like to train in the Bahamas from now on. From here on
Ever
out.
been to the Bahamas?
No. I don't even know
Radio
where they're-
training camp.
Where are they?
It's kind of south of Florida,
Florida?
kind of
Okay.
near Cuba.
I'd like to, but
Nassau,
we
Bahamas.
should start doing our training in
the
the
one
Bahamas.
cruise I went on with my family,
Yeah.
Disney cruise, we stopped in Nassau for one day and I got off in the Bahamas for like 2 hours.
So you didn't stay.
We didn't stay on the ship, so we
Okay.
didn't stay in the Bahamas. But I
My
did
brother
technically
stayed at
set
that-
foot in the Bahamas.
My brother stayed at that Atlantis, that big.
Oh,
ass
the big
Atla-
one
yeah,
where they do the
big one.
college basketball tournament
Yeah.
every year, and
He
they got
went
like
there?
90 water slides and 132 pools. And
But I'd like to
yeah.
do some training for
In the
us
Bahamas.
down in the Bahamas
Okay.
next year.
Nice
Just vocal exercises on
Yeah,
the beach.
la, la,
clear
la,
blue
la,
water,
la, la.
yeah. White sand beaches.
Yeah, be great. All
Tip
right.
of the tongue, teeth, and lips.
Yeah. Red leather, yellow leather.
Do you like to eat conch?
Ow now, brown cow.
Did you just hear him?
Yeah.
What? Well, it's that meaty big clam, conch shell. Conch. I don't know. I think it's conch.
I do not like to eat big meaty clam. So you know. Or conch. Jesus Lord. Hopefully hopefully we are
You're not a
raptured
conch
today.
eater.
I'm not a conch eater, nor
Just-
am I a big meaty.
It's big
I'm
in
also
Caribbean.
not a big meaty clam eater as well.
Caribbean cuisine. You're gonna get a lot of conch.
Conch, I think it is.
I think it's conch.
I think
isn't
it's
it?
conch.
I think it's conch.
I think it's conch.
I think it's a hard ch, like conch. Conch shell.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Like conch?
Conch.
Not. It's not conch. 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 Conch shell. Conch.
Conch.
No, it's.
I don't
conch.
think it's conch.
You're right.
That sounds wrong.
Yeah, you're right. No, I'm not a conch eater.
Okay.
Told you guys it was a slow sports night.
Very, very. Conk.
All right, let's wrap it up. Benny, what was your tease heading into this segment? Big
day
day here in
for the
San
city
Diego.
of San Diego.
Yeah,
Conk.
Terminal 1 is officially open here in San Diego. I feel like it's
84
been
years.
Yes.
God.
The smallest, most cramped, dismal airport terminal in a major city
84 years.
in America is finally no more. If you go for a Southwest flight and you're crammed with 97 people in a space that's built for about 22 people to get on your plane,
Dude.
that's no longer a problem.
You're like, I'm starving. They're like, there's a Arby's right here.
It's not
Enjoy.
even an Arby's. Arby's would have been an upgrade.
Right. Oh, you want
God, it was
Einstein's? Yeah,
bad.
you got to take a walk for an hour over to the other side.
It's the worst. Yeah, like literally, happy Terminal 1 day
No
to San
kidding.
Diego. You've earned this.
It
So-
officially opened
Yep.
last night. They welcomed, I think, 2 flights. The first one was from Hawaii, Honolulu, I
Yeah,
believe.
Austin, Honolulu had a couple flights coming because they had to be in the right terminal for the morning when it was really open.
Yeah.
The arriving passengers got to check it out first yesterday. And now anybody who's going to the airport this morning, going to Southwest Terminal 1, go to the new one, not the old one. And now they'll start immediately tearing down the old one.
Oh my God.
And when that's done, they will build a bigger even Terminal 1 that's not going to be open, obviously, I think 2028.
45 years from now.
So the terminal's open.
The new terminal
But the
is open.
Parking's still.
No, parking's open.
Is it
Parking
all
opened
good?
earlier this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everything's
I mean,
fine.
I think there's still going to be construction for years and years, but the big parts of what's open now is open.
The airport is missing something, and I can't figure out.
A second runway.
True.
The big problem.
I can't figure out for the life of me what it was. When I was in Dallas, I was flying out back home. I went to see my parents, and I sent a picture of it. I tweeted a picture of it. They had a nap room. They had a nap thing, like you could go get a little pod and nap in, which I thought was a great idea. But you also run the risk of maybe potentially missing your flight. What is it like when you go have a layover or a delay and you're delayed like 3 hours? What is the airport missing? Because you go to the bar, you go to the Mickey D's or whatever, but it's missing something, and I don't know what it is. What could make it infinitely better?
Like any airport?
Like any airport, like just any airport. Like what is the airport in general? What is it missing?
Yeah, what is it like?
What do you need?
What are we talking? Like anything from like 3 to 6 hours. It's not enough time to leave and take an Uber downtown or anything like
nightmare.
that.
That's a nightmare
If you have
scenario.
an 18-hour layover, go explore.
Yeah,
Do what you got to do.
But like, what's it missing? Movie theater would be
See,
good.
that would be tough because, like, what's the running time of this movie? Like, you don't
2
know, like, how
hours.
long is my flight delayed? That would be tough.
A
I think a
sports book
bowling
is
alley would be perfect.
A sports book is a genius idea. But
Yeah.
they can't, it's got to be
legal.
Legal. Not a gentleman's club. I don't need that in there.
At the airport?
Yeah, that would be a little. Oh, an arcade. An arcade.
Oh.
An arcade is a huge idea.
Well, Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, that's a huge idea. Go play video games. What kills time better than that?
Skee ball.
Yeah, skee ball. Great. Jersey Mike's would be elite in an airport. I agree. Yeah,
Much better food options, though, in the new Terminal 1.
Do you have the list handy?
I
'Cause
did
feel
see
like
it
that's
earlier. I
something-
know, like, Tony Hawk has a place in there now. A restaurant.
He's a restaurateur.
Yeah, he's opening
he just
his,
opened
right
his
by
new
your house.
chicken-
He's opening his new Chicken Hawk. Like,
Chick
in the
and
next-
Hawk.
Chicken
that's
Hawk.
his?
Yeah, it's.
I
He's
can't
the
wait.
Hawk
by
of
my house.
Chicken Hawk. Yeah, it's Tony Hawk.
Cannot wait to go. I think they just did their soft launch last week.
Oh, I saw
They
that.
just opened up. Yeah, it's Tony.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Let's see. The new Terminal
he's
1's got
like-
a lot of local stuff. Puesto. We got.
They have banana pudding.
What else we got? No, this is the old one. Where's the new one?
Tony Hawk is high on my list of guys.
Taco
I'm like, how have we
stand.
not
Talk to him.
encountered
Better
him
Buzz,
once? in San
Chick-fil-A,
Diego?
Tony Hawk's new place, which has got a very long name, but you'll find it in there. Ambrosio 15,
What is that? Sounds
Cutwater
like a-
Spirits, Lofty Coffee. Oh, wait, Novecientos Grados is Tony Hawk's place. Got a Mickey D's in there, though, if you want to just go easy.
Anywhere to get a big meaty clam.
I don't
while
see
I'm at
any
the
meaty
airport.
clams yet.
Okay.
Oh, the Chick-fil-A is going to be on the new when they finish the new one in a couple of years. So there's no Chick-fil-A yet. But you got to get Tony Hawk sandwich.
An opium den would be interesting scene, as Carlos suggests. Interesting. All right. Well, hey, listen, it was well much needed and well deserved, San Diego.
We've waited long enough.
We have. Holy cow! It's been a toilet,
an actual
it's
modern
like the DMV that you fly out of,
modern airport.
Yeah,
I mean Terminal 2.
Terminal 2 is legit.
Do you guys have any flights on the books right now?
Not right now, but I kind of want to book
Zero.
one now.
Finally.
And I no longer have to go. I don't really want to go to Terminal 1. Can I find something that flies out of Terminal 2? Now I want to go to Terminal 1.
Yeah. All right.
Check it out.
Thank you, Paulie. Appreciate you. Thank you, Ben.
You're welcome.
Meaty clam discussion.
All right. So pitching matchup, we kind of talked about it a little bit. I need to know more about who's starting for the Brewers in tonight's game.
George Zimmerman.
Not George. Bruce.
Bruce Zimmerman.
What are the Padres facing? We'll get to that.
Yikes.
Whoops.
We'll get to that coming up with Ben and Woods after traffic, and Woods composes
Good luck
himself.
segueing that one.
Bruce Zimmerman.
Wow.
Hi, guys. It's Woodsy. I've got Eco Water SoCal in my home. The smartest,
wow,
unlike me, most practical upgrades I've ever made for my family.
Wow.
They were the first with remote monitoring, the first with Wi-Fi and leak detection, the first with whole home automatic cutoffs that can stop a leak before it becomes a disaster. That's not just innovation. That's protection you can actually see and control. In all seriousness, Eco Water rules. We've got it in our house. We love it. You should get it in your house. I do see the truck driving around the neighborhood. Hopefully installing more Eco Water systems around the neighborhood because you want the best bottle quality water for your family. Listen, hard water isn't just rough on your skin. It is actually destroying your plumbing, your appliances, your water heater. You see it build up on your shower head. Since we've replaced ours when we got the Eco Water system, no green gunk and buildup. That's great. I don't want that stuff coming out of my shower every single day. It's better water for everything that you use it for. Try the Soft Life and alkaline water, now just $9.95 a month. Call 760-350-3338 or visit ecowatersocal.com. Let them know Woodsy sent you. Not everything in life should be hard, especially your water. Keeping it soft since 1925.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Bruce Zimmerman, Bruce Woods, is actually a pretty interesting story. Welcome back. Ben and Woods going until 10 o'clock. This hour on 97.3 The Fan is brought to you by Staples. Your local Staples has hot deals and super low prices throughout the store and everything for your business. Right now at Staples, save up to $125 off your print order. Exclusions apply. Visit staples.com/print for details. Ends 11/1. Plus save even more with the Easy Rewards program at Staples.
My God, he's another lefty.
So he was not
churning him out
supposed to start today's game. It's Brandon Woodruff's turn in the
he
rotation,
got hurt.
but he got hurt lat strain a couple days ago. Bruce Zimmerman has not pitched in the big league since 2023 with the Orioles. He has not made a start since 2022.
Nice.
With the Orioles. Was released, minor league guy, was called up just as a body a couple of days ago. In fact, very oddly, he got called up for the first time in 2 years, and it was the day the Brewers clinched the division and sprayed champagne on everybody. He didn't really, he had never been on the team until that day. He hadn't pitched for them, but he got to be in the locker room and spray champagne. And he goes, it was a little odd. I didn't really contribute at all to this because I didn't pitch an inning for the Brewers.
Don't you just pack your stuff and leave?
I don't know. He was there. He celebrated with them.
They showed a picture. Did you guys see the picture of Walker Buehler, who got picked up by the Phillies? And they were all celebrating, and he would legit had his shirt off, but he was standing like back out of the fray, like drinking a Budweiser.
Kind of like the odd plus one at the party that doesn't really feel like they belong.
Very
supposed
odd.
to be there. And he said he actually felt bad because some of his teammates at AAA Nashville had contributed a lot, but they had been sent down. They weren't there, but he was and got to celebrate. Now, he was supposed to be sent right back down, but that was the day also that Woodruff got hurt. And Pat Murphy said, well, strange things happen.
You're here.
He is now going to get the start today. The left-hander on the mound for the Brewers in Game 2 of the series, taking Woodruff's spot in the rotation. 30 years old, Baltimore native, pitched for his hometown team, the Orioles, for the first couple of years, had about a 5.6 ERA. in, limited major league experience so far. And then had a good season, 10-7 with a 4-something ERA in the minors at AAA this year for the Nashville Sounds. And it's earned him an opportunity today against a hungover San Diego Padres team, which probably will be missing their most dangerous right-handed batter again, as Fernando Tatis Jr. still recovering from whatever illness he's contracted. So, they still have to clinch home field advantage throughout the playoffs and the number 1 seed.
The Brewers, you mean?
The Brewers, yeah. So they're probably looking for another win or two at least the rest of the season. They can't just not win any games, or the Phillies could pass them at the end of the year. So he's getting this opportunity today. And for the Padres, it's like, hey, let's get this kid. Hasn't been in the big leagues in a while. Maybe we score some runs. We can win without using our high-end bullpen guys who should all be down, as we talked about earlier. A
little bit softer landing for Xander Bogaerts, I would say, against the lefty that hasn't pitched in the bigs in a couple of years than Freddie Peralta last night. So definitely look to see Xander. Again, they worked him out really hard yesterday, and we're going to give him one more day. So today I would imagine he's back at short. Tonight, again, softer landing against a kid like this instead of Freddie Peralta. So that actually makes some sense. Why they did that last night. Turns out you didn't need Xander Bogaerts last night. You won the game without him, including, a couple of really nice plays from Jose Iglesias last night, and obviously a huge home run from Jose Iglesias off Freddie Peralta last night. So baseball's getting weird, guys. That's a weird thing to happen.
Dennis Lin did report, I don't think the Padres have had any definitive news yet, but they were testing Fernando Tatis Jr. for both the flu and COVID.
Yeah.
Nothing good that would indicate that he's going to be back in the next day or so. The hope would be that he's just healthy by the time. You know how you always feel like even after you get back, you feel not yourself for a couple of days at least.
Even when I'm healthy, I don't feel myself. Yeah. I'm very
aware. You want him to hopefully by next Tuesday feel 100% Fernando Tatis Jr. for game 1 of the playoffs. And you also hope didn't infect anybody else who's now incubating and going to get sick in 2 or 3 days, which would be even worse for the San Diego Padres. We've seen it happen many times for baseball teams, football teams, hockey teams, where things are going well, everyone's playing well, and illness hits a clubhouse all at the wrong time in the playoffs and can just devastate your season at the wrong moment.
Well, luckily,
really just bad luck. There's not much you can do about it.
Luckily for us, our immunity is built up. The bunting flu has been in San Diego since the beginning of the year. Immunity's strong, so they can fight through it and give us their best effort moving forward. But yeah, I mean, look, it's going to be. Honestly, I don't think you're going to see money. Who do you, if you're the skipper tonight, who do you get off your feet? Who is priority number 1? Xander's going to be back in there.
Manny would be
priority 1.
Priority 1 for me.
Yep.
Position wise.
He's off. He's not playing.
But he got a lefty, and maybe you wait until tomorrow when
DH him. Just DH him. Yeah. And get Iglesias at third, which would be fine.
Mason McCoy at short.
No, Xander's at short.
Oh, Xander's at short.
That's
right.
Xander's at short.
Back tonight. Yeah.
Yep. Xander at short, and I'd get Manny off my feet. Crony's been grinding pretty hard too. That might be another one. Get him off his feet against the lefty.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, that makes some sense.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
I would assume
tonight.
Laureano will be back in the lineup.
Yep. Laureano will be back in the lineup.
Just pinch hitting last night.
Yep.
So we'll see. We'll see what the lineup looks like. And as we mentioned earlier, this is Randy Vasquez's opportunity. No quick hook for Randy Vasquez tonight. They'll want him to go as deep as possible, keep the Padres in the game, what he has done so well. Give the Padres a chance to win when he takes them out. Not dominant necessarily, but most of the time leaves the game within a run or so. A lot of no decisions for Randy Vasquez this year. And they'll probably love to see 5 or 6 innings at least and, keep him within a run or two and give yourself a chance to win the game late like you did yesterday.
Yeah, Randy, Kyle Hart, Yuki Matsui. Hope you didn't get too drunk last night. We're going to need you tonight. Don't go crazy.
Don't know if any roster moves will be coming before the game or not.
No idea.
Don't know that there's anyone left necessarily that you're interested in calling up at this point.
No, I don't think so.
Matt Waldron could be your emergency bulk guy if something happened to Randy Vasquez earlier, but I don't anticipate anything like that happening.
Nope. So we'll see how Schulte sets out the lineup tonight. And again, try to win this game without burning any of your high leverage arms. See what happens.
All right, let's take our final timeout. When we come back, we'll wrap things up, set the stage for what, again, is coming up. Big week in Major League Baseball and more, all coming up on San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. Also, great time of year for Prize Picks. It is daily fantasy for everybody. Millions of users, billions of dollars in prizes being won all the time with Prize Picks. It's fun. It's easy to play. All you're doing is setting daily fantasy lineups. That's 2 to 6 players. You're picking stats just against the numbers, more or less, on some of your favorite players. Like this week, Saquon Barkley, more or less than 1 rushing touchdown, or Josh Allen, more or less than 270 passing yards. Put those into a football lineup. Even add baseball players. If you're watching both, you can cross over sports. Prize Picks is the way to do it. You can even follow other Prize Picks players directly on the app, copy their lineups. If you've got someone who you trust, setting some good lineups, you can do it that way. Just make sure that when you download the Prize Picks app, you're using the code KWFN to get $50 in free lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. That's code KWFN to get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. And always look for those special squares, the maximum discounts, they're called, 99% off the numbers. So more or less than 1/2 of 1 passing yard for Patrick Mahomes. That's an easy win to put into one of your lineups. You can do that today at Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for details.
Hey, player, this is all yours. This room with this view. This speakeasy with this cocktail. Hey, could you make that too? The spa with this. Ah. And this pool on this roof. This is all for you. The all-new Hamul Casino Resort, now open.
Here's an interesting little factoid I got from Kevin Acey's newsletter this morning. Do you know this is the fourth playoff appearance of the Padres in the last 6 years?
Yes.
Do you know the only players who have been a part of all four of those playoff teams?
Manny
is one.
Jake
is the
Fernando.
second. No, he was out all of 2022. He's on the technicality out of all of 2022.
Adrian Morejon.
And Morejon. That's it.
That's it.
That is
three?
it. Just
A
those
threesome
three.
with those guys would be really fun.
Now, Luis Camposano has been with the organization the whole time, but
Toddy's been
obviously-
with the organization,
yes, but
the
weren't
whole
part of
time.
every playoff run for whatever reason. But that's pretty amazing. It's not a
Joe
lot of time to have that
Joe
much.
came after 2020.
Yep, that's a lot of turnover. Yeah, you came after 2020, but those three are the ones who have been in every playoff
Yeah,
run, including the 2020 COVID season.
Joe wasn't here in 20.
No.
When did he get here? 21?
21, that offseason.
Yeah, there was the beginning of
Threw the
2021 when
no-hitter.
he threw the no-hitter. They were
Right.
still
Like a week
in
in.
some of the COVID
COVID
restrictions
protocol, yeah.
early in that season
was in-
before they opened it up for everybody.
If it was in San Diego, they didn't have maybe they had like very limited fans.
Early in
At
the
Petco
year.
early
I
in
think
the
no
year?
fans at Petco. They had limited fans in other ballparks and other
Texas had
states.
some fans.
But remember, it's like May when they had the first game where they let fans back that
Yeah.
season, and that was the big kind of party game, and they won big.
It
And
was like June, like mid to
June,
late
May or
June.
June,
Alfaro hit a home run, I think. Walk off into a sea of San Diego.
So Manny, Crony, Morejon.
yeah, those three.
Wow. That's pretty amazing. There's a lot of turnover. You forget. I said it the other day. I go, hey, Ben, remember when Robinson Cano was a Padre? He goes, no. yes. Now I do. Robinson Cano. I mean, there's every time you turn on a game, you see a guy come in. You're like, oh, we had him. Oh, he was here. Oh, yeah, that guy. That guy was on part of our team. I didn't see a B-Lock last night. Brandon Lockridge. Is he injured or something? He didn't get in the game, did he?
I did not
For the
either.
Brewers.
He wasn't, and they even used a pinch runner, but it wasn't him.
Yeah.
Didn't think about that.
I didn't expected him to come off the bench and hit the grand slam or something last night. That's just Pat Murphy not knowing the way that things work around
Exactly.
here. He may be injured. I have no idea because it seemed like there'd be a decent spot for him.
All right. Well, let's check traffic one last time, and then we'll kind of wrap things up and put a bow on what's been a pretty fun morning here.
Very fun morning.
With Ben and Woods and the Tier 1s on 97.3 The Fan.
From the 855 Get Ross Traffic Center, protecting San Diego after accidents or injury.
This traffic report is brought to you by the California Office of Traffic Safety and Caltrans. Still a big mess on the 8 westbound. You got a crash taking the left lane out at East Main Street, and then somebody broke down and is blocking the center divider just after that at 2nd Street. Working on a collision on the 805 northbound at Telegraph Canyon Road, and this one is off on the shoulder.
There are children, friends, and families walking, riding on paths and roads every day. Remember, they're real people with loved ones who need them to get home safely. Protect our cyclists and pedestrians, because they're people too. Go safely, California. From the California Office of Traffic Safety and Caltrans.
All right, Brandon Lockridge apparently sent down to the minors, to the Nashville Sound.
Yep.
So he wasn't with the team last night.
That
Why he
makes
did not
sense then,
appear in the
why I
game.
didn't see him, Ben.
You know what? Not everybody probably was able to stay up all the way through the game and through the entire celebration. As I mentioned earlier, if you are following our social media channels, like a lot of good audio, a lot of good video from last night. But in particular, Manny Machado was he was the celebration ringleader, and Paulie has this is with Tony Gwynn Jr.
Yeah, this
yesterday.
was on our post-game coverage here on The Fan last night.
It's unbelievable. You know, from that first meeting with AJ to meeting Ron and Peter, you just seen the growing pains of losing, falling short, making it to postseason, making it short, having an unbelievable team, and now being back here back to back. I mean, it's just, City of San Diego deserves it, the fans deserve it, and this organization as well.
Man, you kind of put this team on your back through the mid portion of this season when the offense was a little bit waning. I mean, this is kind of what you do. How good does it feel to get them to this point and then have your teammates kind of pick you up there at the end?
Oh, yeah, man. I mean, I came here for a reason, was to win and pick up a team and ride, you know, and this is what I do. I've done it my entire career, continue doing it, and I got faith in my boys. I know that I could ride for a team for a little bit, and I know my boys are going to come up there and pick me up when I'm down as well, and they did that this whole month. And they picked me up, and look where we are, man. We fought, we've grinded, you know, we've gone through the gauntlet as a team, and, man, it just feels so good. It feels so good.
You guys, you kind of mentioned it. Last year, you guys got to the second half and just rolled. This year, it wasn't that easy. You guys had to really grind it out. Does it make getting to this point that much more fulfilling when you had to work that hard to get there?
I wouldn't say that because it's hard. I wouldn't say that, but man, it feels good to win. It feels good to win, to be back in this spot. And yeah, it hasn't been easy, but this team has fought. We fought since last year, and we're going to continue to do it.
You guys got 5 more games to go against some opponents that obviously the Brewers are where they are. The Diamondbacks still in this bad boy. Yes, what are you guys trying to accomplish in these last 5?
We're not stopping. We're not stopping. Keep playing good baseball. We're going to continue to do it. You know, this isn't over. We got to get hot. We got to get going now. And we've been showing clips and going, but we got guys fully going. We got guys doing the things that need to get back to, and we're going to get rolling. And when this business isn't finished, we got to continue to the end.
Congratulations, my friend.
I want to strangle somebody right now. I'm so fired up. Can I get you? I just want to get on.
It just goes back to, you know, Manny took a chance. He took a big chance. Not that, you know, crossing.
Relax. All right.
I mean, a lot of money. Got paid a lot of money.
All right, settle down.
What?
Settle down.
It's cute to think that, but
you can don't sell me, babe. All right, $330 million.
Well, there were other teams that would have given him $300 million or close to it.
I get it. He's my favorite player, but I'm also not an idiot. I don't want to be like, man.
If Oakland offered him 300, he very well could have gone to Oakland.
Right. And that would have been a chance that may not have paid off as well.
Right.
Because he might have been playing his career in
Oakland.
Well, and San Diego at the time was Oakland.
Yeah.
He came to a place where he could have buried his career. He would have made a lot of money, but his career could have gone like, but you don't play in any meaningful games anymore.
Mike Trout.
Exactly. You know, Mike Trout is a legendary player and will be a Hall of Famer. But
he's played in
what moments,
one series,
what
right?
moments of Mike Trout's career will you remember other than, you know, striking out against Shohei Ohtani in the World Baseball Classic?
Legit, he's one of the best I've ever seen. But
he's amazing. I don't rarely remember any moments from his career because he's played in no really significant baseball games, and that was the chance that Manny took, because he could have signed for $300 million. Team never got good around him, and he's just stuck in San Diego on a bad team. Just making paychecks.
I get it, yes, you took a chance, but a team that was at least rumored to be on the upswing and an ownership group that was willing to finally spend money. Sure.
8 hours with AJ Preller,
crazy,
hearing the vision of how he's going to build that team around him.
And can you imagine sitting there for an 8-hour meeting?
with AJ.
Could you imagine me sitting at? I would be like, I'd have my credit card out. Just whenever you're ready. We got this. No. Let's get this thing done. We were at dinner last night.
You want to woo Woods quickly, not in 8 hours.
You will lose me if you keep me 8 hours. I'm lost. I'm going somewhere else. Yeah, sure. How much?
Sounds good. Yeah.
How much?
Sounds good.
All right, great. Yeah, look forward to seeing Carlos Asuaje in action. Sounds really great. This Austin Hedges guy, I guess there's something there. How much am I making? What benefits can I get? I want to live in San Diego. I'm in. You can't keep me here for 8 hours, though. You're going to lose me. I'll go play anywhere else.
Do you start at lunch and then you're still at the table and you're hey, it's time for dinner. Let's get the menus back again and order dinner. It's a long meeting.
I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. You cannot keep me anywhere for 8 hours. You just can't.
Manny also, I think it was in one of his other comments, talked about how AJ Preller at the bleeping trade deadline every year gets it done. And
that
Manny
was on television. That was with Mud.
Yes.
And he did let a word slip. You can't say GD.
Oh,
you can say G and you can say D. Can't say GD. But it was something like, he was asking him about AJ Preller because Mud went up to Manny to try to interview him right away. And Manny goes, hang on 1 second. He saw Preller talking to some other people. He walked over and just dumped an entire beer on AJ's head. Came back to Mud and he was talking. He's like, yeah, man, like 7-hour meeting or whatever. I remember it. And this is what it was all for. And, if you don't believe me, just see what this guy does every GD deadline.
K-Loss is 8-hour meeting. Were they not just golfing while working out? No, they were sitting in a like a Cuban restaurant, I believe, in Miami. And, talking and, this is what I'm nervous about. This is what this is what we expect from you and this, that, and the other. But yeah, AJ had his big binder of all the things that he wanted to share. And Manny had a bunch of questions about, hey, I'm not going to do this unless the direction's right. And listen, we haven't won anything yet, but certainly knocking on the door every single year feels pretty good.
Good morning, guys.
And
I feel like AJ's held up his end of the bargain.
I believe so too. And I think Manny has as well.
I agree.
Once if he delivers a world championship to San Diego, then 100%. But
when guys win the Stanley Cup, hockey players, they go bat-ass crazy with that thing when they celebrate.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Manny's got that in him if they get the ultimate.
He may break the trophy. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like he really plays hard and celebrates hard, and he's the master of the celebration. I mean, we could all learn a thing or two.
I mean, I think him and I think Joe are probably like the two ringleaders of the clubhouse celebrations.
Yeah, it's great. It was great. I love it. It makes me. It does. Bobby Cressy, who called in earlier, he's right. You get that romantic feeling about baseball, even if you haven't had it for a while. And I haven't. It's been tough. They've been a tough watch a lot of the season. But the minute that last out is recorded, it's all the romanticism floods back, and you remember why you love this team, why you love those players, why you do it, why you watch the games and invest so much of your heart and soul into it. And for that moment, they may not win another game. You realize that they may go to the playoffs and get swept out. It happens to better teams than them all the time. Happens all the time. But that moment last night, jumping out of bed, like exhausted, just wanting to see that and celebrate it was the best.
Last night was a really quality win over a good opponent.
100%.
The kind of games you need to win in the playoffs. It didn't fundamentally change anything about the second half Padres. Their strengths are still their strengths.
Yeah, the weaknesses.
Their weaknesses are still their weaknesses.
I'm not like super confident in Nick Pivetta even moving forward.
I mean,
he's labored a lot in his last couple outings.
But then again, if you're watching Freddie Peralta last night, he's getting hit around a little bit as well. I mean, every team has this. Tyler Glasnow got hit around his last start, I do believe.
Point being, like, let's fast forward to next week. Potential 3-game series against the Cubbies. Like, are you supremely confident in any pitching matchup that could be?
No, but if I'm the Cubs, I'm also terrified. Not confident in any of my pitching matchups either. So, you're not going up against Paul Skeens in game one.
Yeah, it's going to be Imanaga and Boyd, as we talked about. We'll obviously dive into that a little bit further as the week goes on. We've got plenty of time and things to talk about, but yeah, I'm very. It just was a moment for, I think, everybody. A lot of fans, I think, feel the same way of like, okay. I felt so good waking up this morning. No sleep. Like, just felt great jumping out of bed. It was really good.
On the schedule today, just chronologically, biggest game starts first at 3:40 our time. The Detroit Tigers with a now 1-game lead over the Cleveland Guardians. are in Cleveland. It'll be Tarek Skubal against Gavin Williams.
I mean, come on, dude.
Cleveland, if they win one game in the series, they will also have the tiebreaker.
Wow.
But so if they win 2 out of 3, they'd be tied, but they'd have the tiebreaker. So this is obviously probably the biggest series remaining in all of baseball this season between 2 contenders. That's a big one. Also at 3:40, the Pittsburgh Pirates visit the Cincinnati Reds. The Reds, of course, are currently in the final wild card position in the National League. They're just going to try to take care of business at home against the last place team. If they keep winning, nothing can stop them at this point. You know, they're thinking, hey, 6-0, go all the way, and we can finish our season. So that's a big one. You've got Boston at Toronto. The Red Sox are only a game up out of the last wild card spot.
They got a grind,
and they got
too.
a tough, Toronto's trying to clinch to hold off the Yankees, who are hosting the White Sox. So Toronto's got to win those games. That's a 4:00 start in Toronto. You've got the Mets at Chicago at 4:40. That's one Padres fans are going to keep an eye on. 2.5 games behind the Cubs. You're cheering for the Mets now today. David Peterson going up against Cade Horton, who's been good for the Cubs this year. See how that game goes early.
We're cheering for the Mets.
Yeah, you want the Cubs to lose that game. So you're cheering for the Mets, who, of course, playing for their playoff lives, tied with the Reds for that last wild card spot.
They got the rookie on the bump, you said?
They've got Cade Horton.
Is he
The
a
Cubs
rookie?
do. I think
that's who's going for the Mets?
David Peterson.
Oh, David Peterson.
Got him. We got him last time out. The Mariners looking to clinch possibly in the next couple of days, the American League West. They get to host the Rockies the next 3 days. They got to feel good about that at home. And then you got Dodgers Diamondbacks at 6:40, same time as the Padres game, with Shohei Ohtani pitching against Brandon Pfaadt, who was amazing his last time out. And the Diamondbacks are a game out of a playoff spot and fighting for their playoff lives.
That is an elite day of baseball.
Yeah.
An elite day of baseball. What do you have the rest of the day? You got to work?
I am anchoring tonight.
Oh,
the news.
So you get to go home and chill for a bit.
In fact, I just got a text and they said, hey, any ideas? A guest that we can have on Channel 10 in our 5:00 news to talk Padres, 5 or 6, that I might know who wants to talk some Padres baseball.
Try Pimp Lord.
You don't want to do a little TV
Divine
with me tonight?
Sports Gospel.
A little TV with me, huh?
Hacksaw.
Fine. I'll ask Sam Levitt if you don't want to do it.
Bernie Wilson. Me. No.
Yeah. Oh,
me.
No. Woods is volunteering. I heard you volunteer. Anyone like to join me?
Me.
See? Thank you.
I don't. What do you need me on? Do I have to drive down there?
No, I can get you on Zoom.
What time?
Probably like 6:20, like before the game, right? Or 5:20 before the game, sometime in the.
Fine.
You gonna do it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Wow.
Make yourself look presentable.
Oh, do I have to?
Well, you're gonna be on television. I'm not saying you have to dress up. I'm just saying, comb your hair.
I'm gonna wear a bathrobe just because he told me to dress up.
This is the news. This isn't a sports segment. This is a news segment.
Oh, I'm gonna be on the news?
I'm the news anchor. This isn't
that
like
changes things.
This isn't the show that I had you on at 11:40
it's
at night on a
not?
Sunday.
Oh, God.
This is the news, and I'm the anchor, and it's be me and you talking.
Hey, it'll be good for your brand.
It'll be good for your
It's
brand.
our brand.
It's good for
It's
your
his brand.
Just saying.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't do anything for
All
our
right,
brand.
it's our brand. You're
If
right.
you're,
Okay,
if
I'll
you're
do
willing
it.
to do it, I'll text
do
him
it.
back and say,
All
yeah,
right,
I'll
I'll
do a
put
little Ben and Woods on Channel 10 tonight.
Put a suit
All right, I'll see if I can make that
Time's
happen.
that airing?
I will find out momentarily. I'll tweet
You
it
let
out
me
to
know.
everybody.
Fine.
All right, we're done.
Damn it.
Braden, Italian Paul coming in next.
Friend in need is a pest.
We
is
will
what
be
it
back
is.
tomorrow at 6 a.m. for executive producer Paul Reindl.
San
for my
Diego's concierge.
television co-host Stephen Woods. I'm Ben Higgins. Have a great rest of your Tuesday. From all of us here at San Diego's #1 sports station, 97.3 The Fan. So long, everybody.